You ready?
Yeah, I guess. I feel the white sunlight upon me. There must be a draft. I feel a cold wind and slowly wake up. Huh? It's the shed. I don't remember where we left off at all.
All the girls just moved into the house.
Right.
Ren and I are now Ren and Shiro are now teaming up because we just fought Berserker and he took our guts out. And
Right.
we went to the church and we learned a lot. And we were gonna go to school, but we can't take Saber.
Right.
And then we realized that she sleeps next to us and it made us horny, so we went to the shed.
Okay, I think that's where we're at now.
And that's where we are now.
I pick my body up and I shake my sleepy head. I see. I fell asleep here yesterday. After yesterday's routine, after the train to create another sensation within me, I must have been too lazy to return to my room. It must still be before 6. Damn, I should prepare breakfast. I fold up the blanket, straighten up the things I failed to strengthen yesterday, and head back to the house to wash my face. It's cold. When I leave the shed, it's really cold outside. 10 out of 10. Fuyuki City is warm during the winter, but at the top of the mountain on this side it has the chill of a normal winter.
I love good exposition. How about you?
It's cold. It sure is cold. It's kind of a cold winter. So, I wash my face with freezing water and pull myself together. Alright. I'm wide awake now. Now that I'm awake, all the things I don't want to think about, like the situation I'm in, come straight to mind. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be washing my face so calmly. It's 5 to 6. There are a ton of things I have to do, but I should return to my room and check on Saber first. Yeah, I guess I left the room without saying anything, so I should explain things to her. I'll be troubled if Saber misunderstands things. It's my daily routine to go to the shed at night, so she should understand if I explain. After explaining things to Saber, I should make breakfast. It seems Tosaka won't be eating, so I should just add Saber's share. Oh, in that case, I should go and buy more ingredients for the additional people. I should note that before I forget. What the fuck are we gonna do come Monday when, like, Fujine and Sakura come back?
Everything's fine.
I'm sure I'm forgetting something. What could it be? Feels like I'm forgetting something really important. Ah, it's 6. I have to hurry or I won't make it. Well, if I can't remember, it can't be anything important.
Can't even remember what we're supposed to be remembering. Was it our homework?
I think it might be Fuji and Sakura coming over. I quietly open the door. The room is just like it was yesterday. There's no sign of Saber waking up in the middle of the night and searching this room. I guess she didn't realize that I escaped the room last night. It's kind of a letdown. I thought Saber might notice. Or did she
Aww.
need sleep so much that she couldn't notice? I see. That must be what she means when she said she needs to sleep frequently. She's sleeping as close to me as she can so she can come to me in case something does happen. Either way, it won't make much difference where I go if it's within the house. I can detect intruders from the boundary field. I should be able to protect myself for about a minute with that, and Saber should be able to come save me in a minute wherever I may be in this house.
Saber's so fucking fast, dude!
That's right, and if it's the shed, there'll be plenty of places to hide. Anyways, I shouldn't be scolded at for what I did last night. Scolded at. I was considering explaining this to Saber, but it seems there's no need for that, and I don't think I should wake her up either if she's asleep. Saber, I'm going to prepare breakfast. I'll prepare some for you, but you don't have to get up if you're tired.
Doesn't she not really need to eat?
Couldn't get you later, so rest until then. Maybe? I call out to her and quietly leave the room. I thought maybe there's something about her needing to eat because...
Well, because
Shiro
she
can't
doesn't
fly.
have the magic? Doesn't
Yeah.
have the magic touch.
There's no one in the living room. I open the refrigerator and consider what I should make for breakfast. And then,
This could be anyone.
take a guess.
Oh.
Oh, that works too.
Morning. You're up pretty early.
Tosca comes in, looking like she's in a really bad mood. Tosca, what, did something happen?
Nothing. I'm always like this in the morning, so don't worry.
Tosca crosses the living room like a ghost. Hey, are you alright? You don't look alright.
I'm telling you, don't worry. I'll wake up when I wash my face. How do I get to the bathroom from here?
You can take that hallway. There's a bathroom in the hallway by the entrance if you're gonna wash your face.
Oh yeah, there was one there, wasn't there?
I'm not sure how much she heard, but Tosca waves her hand and leaves. And then,
Ding dong.
I hear a bell informing me of a visitor.
Shiro? Someone's here?
I hear Tosca's voice from the hallway. Oh, don't worry about it. Only my friends come at this time. It'll be Sakura arriving at this time. Sakura's a spare key, so I shouldn't need to go to the door. Jeez, she never listens, even though I keep telling her she doesn't need to ring the bell. Sakura's like a member of the family, so she can come in when she wants. But she's polite, and she only comes in after saying, "Excuse me."
Shireshimasu.
That must be one of Sakura's good points, but if she's considered all the time, she'll... Hold on.
This is when we finally realized.
Sakura is at my house? Ah. I run through the hallway. Scolding myself for my stupidity comes later. I have to get to the entrance and make her go home before she sees Tosca. But it's too late. There is Tosca, greeting the guest, even though I didn't ask her to.
Huh?
And Sakura, just standing there, surprised. Sakura's at the door, and Tosca's in the hallway. With an indescribable tension, the two look at each other.
Good morning, Mato-san. Are you surprised to see me here?
Tosca asks, as if looking down on Sakura from the hallway.
Tosaka, senpai.
Her face asks why. Sakura looks up at Tosca with fear in her eyes. Damn it. I can't call out to them. They're ignoring me and staring at each other. There's no room for me to say anything. All I can do is think how to explain things to Sakura before I can think of a good explanation.
Senpai. Senpai, what is this?
Sakura looks at me as if asking for help. Yeah, well, it's a long story.
It's not long. I'm just staying over here.
Clearly. She cuts off my sentence and just states the point.
Senpai, is that true?
The short answer is yes. There are circumstances, so I have her staying here now. Sorry, I forgot to tell you and surprised you.
Please don't apologize, Senpai. I was certainly surprised, but that's fine. But what you said, you really... Yes. Yes, this is what Shiro and I have decided. The head of the household, Shiro, decided, so that's how it is. You understand what this means, right, Mato-san? Understand what? It seems you've been taking care of Shiro up to now, but this means he doesn't need that anymore. It'll be a bother if you come here, and it's for your sake not to come here. Damn.
Brutal. Sakura looks down and falls silent. After a brief moment of silence.
I don't understand. Oh wait, she's like mad. Huh? I said I have no idea what Tosuka-senpai is talking about. Hey, Sakura! Excuse me, senpai. I'll be using... What? Is that not me?
Hey, Sakura was probably me.
Oh.
Because
Oops.
you've been calling her Mato-san.
Oh, that makes sense. I saw her angry face and I just assumed that was also me.
That's fine.
Nope. You gotta say it.
Hey, Sakura.
Excuse me, senpai. I'll be using the kitchen.
Sakura enters the house with a bow and goes into the living room, ignoring Tosuka.
What?
Tosuka is standing there, astonished. The same goes for me, too. This is the first time I've seen Sakura act like that, so I don't know what to say. No, that's surprising, but something else was unexpected, too. Hey, Tosuka, how did you know Sakura was coming over to my house? I don't remember telling you about it.
Huh? Oh, I heard about it before somewhere. It's just a coincidence. But I'm surprised. Is she always so energetic here? She's totally different from when she's at school.
It must have been really unexpected, as Tosuka says this with disappointment. That must mean Tosuka knows Sakura pretty well. Sakura seems to have known Tosuka, so they must have had a friendship I didn't know about. Well, that aside. No, I'm surprised as well. That's the first time I've seen Sakura be so snappy. She's just the way she is at school when she comes to help around here. I'd say this is a special case.
I see. This is bad. I never knew Sakura was so perverse. I should have let you explain things.
She's right. I would have been able to explain things better than the merciless Tosuka.
Damn. Fuck me up, fam, I guess.
What's done is done, but what's bad about it?
Of course it's bad. This place might turn into a battlefield. I warned Sakura so we can keep unrelated people away from here, but it seems it'll be harder to get her out now.
You were warning her? I thought you were tormenting her.
Hey, did you say something?
Just an honest opinion. Anyway, about Sakura. What should we do? I don't think she'll go home now.
We'll just have to do something. So does Sakura only come in the mornings, or are you using her during the evenings too?
Don't word it to be misinterpreted. She always comes in the mornings, but not so much for dinner.
Jesus Christ, dude. I see. Then it would be every day from now on.
Huh? Every day? What is? Tosuka sighs in my response. After that. Tosuka remains in the living room, and Sakura begins to prepare breakfast in the kitchen. I feel uneasy about leaving Sakura and Tosuka together in the living room, but I'm not stupid enough to forget about Saber.
How do I explain to the third woman in my house? How do I do that?
It seems Sakura is angry about Tosuka being here, so things will only get worse if Saber comes out now. Yeah, the third blonde woman no one's seen before. Because of that, I decide to explain the situation to Saber. So, that's the situation. Sakura, the person here right now is called Sakura. She's not a magus, and she's just a normal girl, so we can't have her involved in the Holy Grail War. If I can help it, I want her to stay away from this place without learning anything. No, I didn't come here to consult her on how to get Sakura away from here. Well, Sakura's acting strangely this morning. Tosuka's the reason, but I don't want to shock her even more. Well, Sakura's already surprised that a stranger's here. I think it'll get worse if you come out, so wait, I'm not insulting you, am I, Saber?
No, I understand what you were saying. So I should remain here, yes?
Yes, that would really help. I'll come back as soon as I see Sakura out, so let's have breakfast then. Saber nods silently. Wow, thank God Saber's so understanding.
It's almost like she's my servant.
All right. I'm worried about the living room too, so I should hurry back there.
Shiro.
What is it, Saber?
You do not need to explain such things to me, but you should calm down a bit. Your actions are a bit strange.
Huh? Am I panicking?
Yes, if you were to return to the living room, you should calm down beforehand. Wow, she's looking...
Her usual tone.
She's like, sir, excuse me, sir, this seems to be important. You might want to calm down before going.
Hold on, you are panicking. So, the everyday breakfast begins as if nothing's happened.
I keep putting my hand on my cup of hot tea because it's warm, but like you can like always see my hand just like randomly sitting up here like a crazy person. Be like, it's so warm. Here you go, senpai. How about you, Tosuka senpai?
Sakura's handing out the rice bowls, just like her usual self. I don't know what happened while I was gone, but the tension between the two has disappeared. Well, at least on the surface.
Okay, I'll have some.
After pondering for a moment, she takes the bowl from Sakura. Sakura smiles and starts to set up the miso soup and other things like the fried eggs. Tosuka watches her with a complex expression.
Oops. Did I miss one?
I don't think so.
Are you sure? Oh, okay.
Perfect memory. Tosuka, I thought you weren't one to eat breakfast.
I'll eat whatever's prepared. That's only polite, you know?
Well, I guess it's good for you. Itadakimasu. Sorry to make you prepare breakfast, Sakura.
Why can't they just put thank you for the meal? Like, why did they keep the romanji in there?
Localization is a fucking wonky field, and it was wonkier 20 years ago.
No, this is my job, so please don't worry about it. Then I'll have some too. Okay. What a wonderful position you were in. What kind of king are you, making your junior prepare your breakfast? Well, I'll ask about that later and just eat breakfast for now.
No conversation. It's not that terrible a mood. And anyway, it's always like this during breakfast. Sakura and I aren't talkative, so it's natural for our meals to be quiet. So why is it that our breakfasts are always loud?
Fujine.
Hold on. Something's clicking in my head.
Senpai, was the fish seasoned too strongly?
No, it's fine. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
God, you are so dumb.
Yeah. What is it? I try to conclude that if I can't remember it, it can't be important. But I feel like that would be a terrible mistake. I feel uneasy, as if I'm ignoring a disease that could kill me if left untreated. Oh well, probably isn't important. I forcefully make myself understand. And then...
Morning, man, I slept in!
These breakfast scenes are going to be a lot of you talking to yourself.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Fujine enters with loud footsteps.
Do you want to be Fujine?
Oh, I like your Fujine voice a lot. I don't know. I feel like I can't do that voice as well. I could try. I don't know.
It'll be fine. I think I have enough differentiation between the four girls we have right now that I can do it.
Okay. I will just hone the Shiro voice.
Hold the line!
I see. It's not that I couldn't remember.
It's that I didn't want to remember.
I just wanted to postpone the problem by forgetting about it.
That's in a dire mood! Shiro, food!
Fujine sits Japanese style in her usual seat.
Oh, God. Good
Which one
morning,
do you want?
Fujimura-sensei. Good morning, Fujimura-sensei. We don't just have to do it in order.
That works.
Hi, Wangles.
The two's greetings are in strange unison.
Well, it's just
Hi, Michaels.
Here you go, Sensei. It's not much, but please have some.
Sakura gives her a bowl with her usual smile.
Hmm?
She takes the bowl and tilts her head. She knows something is wrong, but she can't tell what it is. Fujine quietly starts to eat. And after finishing one bowl of rice, she quietly whispers in my ear.
Hey, Shiro, why is Tosuka-san here?
That's because she's staying here now. I explain things to her truthfully.
Oh, I see. Tosuka-san sure does some strange things.
Yeah, she's a weirdo. She keeps a mask on at school.
Am I supposed to still be whispering? Who knows?
No.
I see, so she's staying here, huh?
She understands and takes a sip of her miso soup.
What do you mean, staying here, Shiro?
The table is thrown up. Fortunately, Sakura's on the other side. Tosuka's already moved out of the way, so it seems I'm the only victim. Ah, what are you doing, Fujine? This is miso soup, cooked rice, and food cooked in pot. It'll be hot if you spill that on me. Hey, why are we having food in a pot for breakfast anyway?
Shut up! What are you thinking, Shiro? What kind of love comedy are you in, letting a girl stay over? No, it's not even funny!
I'm not trying to make anyone laugh. No, more importantly, this is hot. I will get burned. Sakura, give me a towel.
Here you go. I've prepared a cold towel, senpai.
Thanks. Whoa, a piece of chicken fell on my shirt, and a hot one too.
The towel comes later. Listen up, Shiro. Are you saying this seriously?
Of course, you know I'm not one to joke like this. Anyway, I'm letting Tosuka stay here. I'll listen to complaints, but I won't change my mind.
I object! I don't know what you're up to, but I can't allow it. Oni-chan won't allow you. One-chan won't allow you to live with a girl your age.
Fujine roars. Well, I guessed it. Fujine is my guardian and a school teacher. I don't think I can escape such a situation with merely 100 beatings from the Shinai, or even from a real sword. But I guess you could say it's ill fortune that I have to push through with this. You have to. I don't have any bad intentions, and we're not like that. I could just say we got into an accident, and I end up letting her use a room here as a result.
Shut up! I can't allow it! I won't allow her to stay here! I don't know Tosuka-san's circumstances, but make her go home at once!
Damn, she won't even listen. Crap, I guess she isn't someone I can convince.
Sensei, you say you would not allow me to stay here, but I already have spent a night here.
And then Tosuka says those words, like pouring cold water on Fujine.
Huh? I said I was allowed to stay here yesterday. No, I stayed here from Saturday evening, so I've stayed here for 2 nights, to be accurate. I've borrowed the room in the outbuilding, and my luggage is already there. How about it, Sensei? Looking at things objectively, it seems that I am already staying here.
Fujine's face goes pale.
Shiro, what have you done? Do you know what would happen if Kiritsugu-san found out about this?
I bet he'd be happy. He'd say something about a man's resourcefulness or whatnot.
Oh, I feel the same way. Kiritsugu-san was really indulgent with girls. I see. So you inherited that, you idiot!
Fujine grabs my collar and shakes me around. Well, the inheritance aside, it was Father's belief that girls should be protected. I don't go around telling people that like Father did, but I do believe he was right. You're more ashamed of your shit belief. But...
What? Do you need help?
I think a man would have to be tough to recognize that cold-hearted person as a girl.
Damn.
Please. I can't do anything about the situation. I have high expectations of your political skills. I say while being shaken.
That's so funny. Okay, then I'll settle this immediately. Fujimura-sensei, only screams will come out of Emiya-kun even if you shake him, so please stop. Well, breakfast might come out too. What? That serious face doesn't scare me, Tosuka-san. As a teacher and as Shiro's guardian, I can't allow you to stay.
Fujine lets go of me and confronts Tosuka. It must be her natural instincts. She must have thought Tosuka would get her if she kept concentrating on me.
Why is that? There are many students that are boarding at our school. It is not our school policy to encourage the students' independence. Oh, is it not our school policy to encourage the students' independence? What? Even if you use difficult words, you still can't stay. You can't get independence from staying in a place like this. This place is a dream house. It prepares meals for you, prepares baths for you, and is always clean without you doing anything. You'll be corrupted if you stay in a place like this.
Fujine, that statement's problematic coming from a teacher.
And as a rule, only students living far away can board at someone's house. Tosuka-san's house is farther from school than here, but it is not like you can't go to school from there, right? Even Sakura-chan commutes from that area, so there is no need to stay here. But my house is undergoing complete remodeling right now. It is an old building, so it's getting a bit unsteady. I was thinking of staying at a hotel until the remodeling is done, but when I explained the situation to Emiya-kun as he happened to pass by, he said I could use his house rather than waste money. That does sound like something Shiro would say. Yes, I was surprised by the idea coming from Emiya-kun, with whom I am not too well acquainted. But staying at a hotel is indeed costly, and most of all, unstudent-like. So I thought it would be more beneficial for me to stay at Emiya-kun's house instead.
Fujine groans. Since Tosuka's answer and attitude are so student-like, it seems that as a teacher, supposedly, Fujine cannot object.
Hitting her with those logical arguments. I understand your situation, but isn't there a problem? You are a girl and Shiro is a boy, so I don't know what could happen if the two of you stay under one roof. What do you mean by that, Sensei? Well, Tosuka-san is pretty, and Shiro is a guy, so I thought I wouldn't like it if a mistake got made. There won't be any. My room is on the edge of the outbuilding, and Emiya-kun's is the room by the shed. It's more than 20 meters away. I believe there won't be any problems with this much distance between us. God, I want Saber to walk in so fucking bad, dude. Yeah, the outbuilding can be locked, so it's like a separate house, but... Right? Or are you saying you don't trust Emiya-kun? You said earlier that you are Shiro's teacher, then I believe you know his personality better than I do. If he was the type to make that sort of mistake, I would not stay here. How dare you! Shiro is a gentleman! He wouldn't make a girl cry! Then it should be fine. I trust Emiya-kun too. I knew I could stay here safely. Huh.
Outplayed. The intensity in Fujine disappears. I guess it's decided now. There are lots of things to follow up, but I bet Tosuka can get through those. So I guess Tosuka officially has citizenship in my house now.
I have citizenship!
And so breakfast ends. As expected, Fujine gave in after being talked down by Tosuka. In conclusion, we decided to try and keep it a secret at school and to have Fujine look after us at home. With that decided, and with more people around the house, Fujine happily goes to school. We finish breakfast and I go talk to Saber before I leave. Saber, as expected, calmly says,
Please obey Rin at school. Please consider me necessary when you are in danger. That will allow me to feel Master's danger.
And she goes back to her room.
Nailed it. If you feel you need me, I will hear your call.
And it's time to go to school.
Let's go then. I'm not used to this area, so show me the shortest way to school.
Beside me is Tosuka Rin in her school uniform. The feeling is fading, but having Tosuka in her uniform makes me tense. I can't stay calm going to school with the prettiest girl in school, and on top of that, dang, do soccer like that?
Senpai, I finished locking up the house.
Sakura's with us today. As a member of the archery club, Sakura usually goes to school with Fujine. But she stayed in the living room today and was waiting for me to clean up after breakfast and go to school.
What? You gave Sakura a spare key?
Yeah, she won't do anything bad. She's been helping me for a long time, too. Yeah, when I put it like that, I can't really give you a key. You won't mind, right?
I don't mind, but what is that supposed to mean?
Because you would do something bad, and I bet you won't have any problems without the key. Well, I'm not crazy enough to do anything unnecessary.
Oh, I see. Yes. As you say, I have no need of such a thing.
Tosuka looks away. Maybe I'm just getting used to it, but I'm starting to think this gesture of Tosuka's is interesting too. What, Sakura? If you're done locking up the house, let's go. Tosuka's with us today, so I want to leave early.
Yes, you're right. If you say so, I will.
Sakura says so in a dispirited voice and follows after us. Jeez. Sakura's looked somewhat cheerless ever since Fujine lost to Tosuka this morning. Fujine assented, but Sakura must not have. I guess I'll have to talk to her about it. That's right, I need to find an opportunity as quickly as I can to make Tosuka and Sakura be friends. The hill road's full of students. It's past 7:30 in the morning. This is the time most students go to school. So, it's natural for me to be met with odd stares if I'm walking with people who stand out so much. Did you forget something? Tosuka's been quiet like this for a while now. Look.
We just started!
I'm tired. What's wrong, Tosuka? You've been acting weird since around the road on the hill.
Huh? I thought so. Am I weird?
No, you're not weird, but that reaction's weird.
Minerva. Senpai, that explanation is contradictory. I don't think Tosuka Senpai is asking about that.
What does Tosuka want to ask about?
Everyone is staring at Tosuka Senpai, so she thinks there might be something wrong with her. Isn't that right? That's right, but am I acting weird to your eyes as well? That's strange. I was tired, but I did my hair, and there shouldn't be any wrinkles on my uniform. I slept in a new place, so I do have dark circles around my eyes. Oh, so do I have dark circles around my eyes?
What are you yelling at me for? It's not my fault if you can't sleep, and if you do get dark circles, they're nothing much. Don't worry about it.
How dare you! Girls care about their looks from the moment they're born! Jeez, I've always tried hard to look perfect, at least on the outside, but I guess that came to an end today!
So, what are you yelling at me for? I don't know why you're weird, but it's definitely not my fault. Take it on something else.
You're mistaken, Tosuka Senpai. You're beautiful today as always. Everyone is staring at you because you're with us today. You've never come to school with anyone else before. Huh? So I'm getting this treatment because of something so small? I should be more careful. I thought I had the school thing mastered since I've been here for 10 years now, but there are still some mysteries to it.
Tosuka ponders seriously.
Hi, Minerva.
What kind of a person are you to just ignore praise like, you're beautiful as always? I don't get you. Of course there'll be a commotion if you go to school with someone. All the more so if it's a male student.
Right, but Tosuka Senpai isn't one to care about such matters. That's why there have never been any rumors about Ben.
I see. That's good. That means there's only one victim who got deceived by her looks and got devastated. I talk secretly with Sakura while following Tosuka, who has a puzzled expression.
God, that's funny.
We go through the gate, still with people staring at us. We'll be going our separate ways once we enter the building, so I only need to endure the stairs for a bit longer. A troublesome guy even shows up in the morning. Oh, okay.
A troublesome guy even shows up in the morning.
Tosca murmurs. Before her is a familiar face coming through the students.
Hold on. Minerva! Yeah.
Should I do Shinji again if you've got Rin and Sakura here?
Probably. You did Shinji originally, right?
Yeah, but I think you did it once.
Yeah.
When it was like just Shira and Shinji.
Yeah, I think that was when I was helping you out, so you can take him back.
Sakura.
Nissan.
Sakura trembles a little. Shinji must not see us as he goes straight to Sakura. I don't know what.
Remember, he's a shitter?
Yeah, I do like a
Like
shit.
Lancer, but like not hot.
It'll happen over time. Why did you come to the dojo? What are you doing, skipping it without my consent? Shinji raises his hand.
What a shitter. Yo, Shinji? Oh, okay.
Okay. Yo, Shinji, working hard in the mornings, huh? Catch his hand and greet him. Emiya? I see. You went to Emiya's house again, Sakura.
Yes, I went to help Senpai, but that's...
Your responsibility as a junior? You're so unrefined. You shouldn't care about a guy who hurt himself. Don't worry and just do as I say. Shinji lowers his hand. I have no reason to hold his hand if he's not going to hit Sakura, so I let it go. But what about you, Emiya? Is it so much fun to trouble us? Sakura's a member of the archery club. Could you stop forcing her to do things that'll make her skip practice?
Mm-hmm.
Can't object against that. Since I haven't stopped Sakura from coming to make breakfast, that does mean I'm restricting Sakura's time in the morning.
That's not true. I'm helping Senpai by my choice. Aren't you going a little bit far, Nissan?
Gotta fix my mic real quick, 1 second.
I'm drinking so many liquids, I'm probably gonna have to go pee soon. And I want more tea water.
You said you want tea water?
Yeah.
Like tea?
Yeah. More water for my tea.
Okay. I guess that's fair. Too far? That's you, Sakura. So what if Emiya lives alone? He says he's fine alone, so you can leave him alone. Someone like Emiya would feel more comfortable that way.
Nissan, that's terrible.
Fine. Don't go to Emiya's house from now on. You didn't come to the club when I told you to. You were prepared for this kind of a punishment, right? Sakura gasps and freezes. Shinji tries to grab Sakura forcefully.
I don't know if I can handle the Heavens Feel storyline if I have to deal with Shinji the entire time.
Oh, it's so much worse.
Good morning, Mateo-kun. Sorry for eavesdropping, but there was a pretty interesting conversation right there.
Huh? Tosaka, why are you with Sakura?
It's nothing unusual. Sakura-san is an acquaintance of Emiya-kun, and I'm an acquaintance of Emiya-kun, so we all came together this morning. Didn't you notice?
What? An acquaintance of Emiya?
Yes, I know him well enough that we'll be coming to school and going home together from now on, so I'm thinking of making friends with Sakura-san, too.
With Emiya? Shinji glares at me. I must be just imagining that I felt more than envy there. Well, I haven't been doing well with Shinji lately, but I don't remember doing anything to make him resent me that much. Ha! That's ridiculous. That's a bad joke, Tosaka. There's no way you'd be with Emiya. I see. You must have a misunderstanding. It's true that I was friends with Emiya a while ago, but we're detached now, so there isn't much point in that approach, you know?
Is that so? I'm glad to hear that. I didn't have the slightest interest in you.
Wow. I pity Shinji.
What?
If that was me, it'd be traumatic enough that I wouldn't recover for a while. You.
Hi, Sweet Clips. And Matokun, about that conversation earlier, the morning practice of the archery club is open participation. I've never heard that you need permission to be absent. I'm sure Fujimura-sensei and Ayako don't know of such a rule either.
Shut up. An older brother can do whatever he likes with his sister. Don't poke your nose into our family affairs.
Oh, I don't like that sentence either.
Shinji's a bad person.
Yes, I feel the same way, so it isn't wrong for you to say such things about Emiya-kun's household. Jeez, you're rowdy so early in the day, Mato-kun.
Shin takes a step back and glares at me and Sakura. Alright, I'll forgive you for this morning. But it won't happen again, Sakura. If something happens again, I'll make sure you understand your position. Saying what he wants, Shinji runs away to the school building.
God, I want to kill him.
Ran away after losing to Tosuka. Same.
I'm sorry, Senpai. Nissan, was rather rude.
She must be apologizing to Tosuka as well.
No, it was good exercise. My mind went up a gear, so I'm finally up to par now. I love arguments.
And I should be the one apologizing. I think I did a bit... That's still you, I think.
I think so too. And I should be the one apologizing. I think I did a bit too much. He has his position to think of, so I shouldn't have done that in front of everybody, you know? If Mato-kun is feeling down, cheer him up. Tell him he doesn't have to learn from experience and that he can come at me again. Yes, if he doesn't learn from experience, please talk to him again, Senpai.
Sakura must be relieved. She smiles cheerfully. Tosuka's looking away, bashful.
You too, Senpai. Please try not to get mad about it. You're the only friend Nissan has.
I know. It's impossible not to get mad, but I knew he was that kind of guy as soon as I got to know him. Well, I know we'll get to know each other better someday, so I'll be patient with him.
Yes, please give him your best regards, Senpai.
Sakura bows. Yeah. If I do get really mad at Shinji, it'll be because he's not satisfied with such a wonderful sister.
It's the sister! Okay, I have to pee. Then, Senpai, let's do our best today.
Sakura goes to the...
Wow.
Sakura goes to the first year hallway. We walk up the stairs and enter the second year hallway, and...
Whoa!
run into the student council president.
Am I him too?
I think you were, but I can be if you don't want to be.
Yeah, I had enough voices today.
Why are you with Tosuka, Emiyashiro?
Oh, good morning, Ryudo-kun. What kind of greeting is whoa supposed to be?
Yeah, I had a bad feeling when I woke up, but I never thought things would go in such an unpropitious direction. Come here, Emiya. You'll be poisoned if you stay so close to Tosuka.
Unpropitious? What does that word mean?
I've never seen that word in my life. Could be piteous. I don't know. Issei forcefully pulls on my hand. After looking silently at us, Tosuka heads to Class 2A as if nothing's happened.
Go ahead, no one's going to stop you.
Tosuka silently passes by us. And then...
Shiro, rooftop during lunch.
She mutters that so Issei would not be able to hear it.
Shiro, rooftop during lunch. I'm so used to speaking loudly.
It's lunchtime. Since the events this morning, Issei's avoided me, treating me like a traitor. I guess I joked around a bit too much. I contemplate my actions for a moment. He asked me why I was with Tosca this morning. We got close during the holidays. Answering like that was bad.
He thinks we're together.
I think the problem is how we became close, but I couldn't explain that, and Issei walked away dizzily. Well, I guess it's fine. I'll have to do a lot of things alone for a while. It's good to have less people involved. Well, what I should do right now is... The fuck? The roof. We said we were gonna meet him at the roof. Why is this a choice? Explain what to Sakura? Nothing's changed.
Yeah, I don't give one shit about Sakura. Wait, I wonder if my save files are actually working this time. Okay, they are.
Alright.
We have 6 saves of the same church.
I have that promise with Tosca. It was a unilateral statement, but she must have something to talk about if she called for me. I buy my lunch and go to the rooftop. It's usually packed with students, but not in this cold winter air. Even though the winter in Fuyuki City is warm, the coldness at the rooftop's unbearable. The only ones on the rooftop are me and...
You're late! What are you so slow for?
Tosca, shivering under cover. I do feel bad for being late, because I brought you something, but you might not need it acting like that, huh? I take the coffee I bought at the stand and put it in my pocket.
Oh, why do you have a naive face, but you're pretty thoughtful.
It's just a wind. Come over here. It's windy out here. People might see us. I pass Tosca and hand her the coffee. Here, nobody should find us right away, and we won't be seen from the windows on the 4th floor.
Thanks. Give me some tea next time. I like milk teas. The value of the gratitude goes down if it's anything else, so be careful.
Alright, I remember next time. So what? Why'd you get me up here? Seeing how you chose a desolate place, I'm assuming it's about that sort of thing?
Of course. What else do we have to talk about?
Yeah, you're right. So, what's it about?
What? You're pretty cool about it.
Well, it's cold, so I want to get this over with quickly. Don't you feel the same?
Of course! I plan to finish this business quickly, too.
Yeah, I thought so. It's obvious, so she doesn't have to yell about it. She was so stupid. Oh well.
Just teenage boys things.
Oh, fuck. This is you.
Oh, I was EOL? Oh well. Then I'll ask you directly, what are you going to do after school?
After school? I don't have any plans. I'll help the student council if they need help. Otherwise, I'll just go to work. What's that utterly amazed expression? Tell me if you want to say something. I'll try to correct things.
Jeez, I don't care what happens to you, but I guess I'll give you one warning. We're cooperating right now, and you're too inexperienced as a magus.
That again? I've heard that I'm an inexperienced magus too many times. I know, so don't tease me about it.
I'm not teasing you, I'm just saying you're inexperienced because you don't seem to have noticed the boundary field around this school.
Hmm? Boundary field around the school? Hold on. Boundary field at school? Could that be...
It is a boundary field set up by another master. It's arranged so widely that it will pretty much encircle the whole school. This boundary field is the type that steals blood and meat from the humans inside it. It's still in the preparation phase, but haven't you noticed everyone's kind of listless?
Couldn't think of it. I felt a bit strange on Saturday, but was that it? That must mean... So, there's a master at this school?
Right, there's certainly an enemy lurking here. Do you understand, Emiya-kun? If you're not prepared, you'll die.
Again.
Again.
My relaxed feelings go tense. So, master is, Tosca?
No, I've got some ideas, but I don't have any proof yet. Well, I knew there was another magus in this school, but a magus doesn't necessarily equal a master. There are cases when an amateur like you becomes a master, so I can't be sure.
Hey, I'm not an amateur. I'm a proper magus. Hey, hold on, Tosca. There's another magus at our school?
That's right, but I can't feel any sign that the magus is a master. I went to check first, but they didn't have a command spell, nor the presence of a servant. They might just be hiding it really well, but I'm pretty sure this person is not a master. So I think the master at this school is someone with an incomplete knowledge of magic like you. Recently, I felt a little magical energy other than ours in this place. That's a sign of the enemy master's presence, but it's... no.
But it's too small an amount to detect the source, huh? Master's not a magus, huh? If you say so, you must be confident of that. I believe you, but really, are there that many magi at our school?
So many? Just this person and I. A magus values their lineage, right? If two such lineages live in such a small area, they're bound to become intimate.
Is that so? I never knew about your family.
Your household is special. I think your father was a lone wolf who alienated himself from the association. He must have happened to like this city and decided to live in it, but this city is under our supervision. If we found out, we'd take what we could, so I guess he was hiding because he didn't want that.
What do you mean, take what you could?
Are you curious? I'll come and collect it when you mature, so look forward to it. Look, what?
Jeez, you really were wearing a mask. Just how are you an honor student, you imposter?
Oh, is that so wrong? It's the responsibility of a magus to decorate the outward appearance, is it not? You see, I'm the successor of the Tosca family, so I have to be a perfect honor student, or I won't be able to face my father in heaven.
Huh? Father? Tosca, you mean...
Yes, he died when I was young. Well, he lived a long time, so I'm not sad or anything.
Tosca smiles, as if saying that's how a child with a mage's father should be. But that's a lie. When people die, you're sad. All the more so if that person's a relative. It's not something you can gloss over by saying he was a magus, so it couldn't be helped.
Well, yeah, you're completely right, so I can't argue.
Saying that, Tosca opens the can she's been using as a heat source. She takes small sips of the coffee. From what I know of her, I thought she would gulp it down, but she's really feminine when it comes to things like this.
Let's get back to the topic. Anyways, there are only 2 magi in Fuyuki. Other masters must have come from elsewhere, or been a weirdo that got selected because they know a bit of magic.
I see. Quit, Tosca, I'm weird too. I understand, but if it's a master who barely knows magic, wouldn't it be impossible for him to create such a boundary field?
Maybe the master didn't create it, but the servant did. Servants can't choose their master. If a servant ends up with a master like you, they'll only be able to win if they do a lot of planning.
Yeah, as annoying as it is, I can't argue with that.
Good, you're honest. So, getting back to the boundary field. This boundary field is really advanced. It's almost at the level of sorcery. If a magus can create such a boundary field, it should be impossible for them to hide their magical energy. So I believe this must be the actions of a servant.
The actions of a servant, huh? Then is the master not that dangerous?
Of course not. Magus or not, he doesn't know the rules. He's the type that will come and kill any master he finds right away.
Huh? Not know the rules. You mean the rules of the Holy Grail War?
No, the rules of humanity. The moment they make their servant create a boundary field like this, they've lost track of who they are. Look, Shiro, once this boundary field is finished and activated, it will melt every human in it and absorb them. It's like we're in the stomach of something alive. Well, it shouldn't have any effect on people like us who protect ourselves with magical energy. But those without magical energy will weaken and die without knowing why. It's not just a matter of dragging ordinary people into this mess. Once this boundary field is activated, everyone in the school will die. Do you understand? A master at this school is absurd enough to prepare something like this.
vision blurs for a bit. Trying to comprehend what Tosca's saying, I take a deep breath. That's it. Even though my understanding is incomplete, I imagine the worst possibility and engrave that image inside me, accepting the situation I'm in. I get it. So, Tosca, can you destroy this boundary field?
I tried, but it was useless. I found all the sources of the boundary field, but I can't destroy it. All I can do is to weaken the source temporarily and delay the activation.
So the boundary field won't be activated as long as you're here?
That'd be nice, but that's only optimism. The boundary field is already set up and the magical energy for activation is gathering bit by bit. According to Archer, it should be ready in about 8 days. 7 days. Oh, when that happens, this school will fall into hell as soon as the master or the servant puts their mind to it.
Then before that happens...
We have to defeat the master lurking at this school. But finding the master will be difficult. The guy pretty much won as soon as he set up the boundary field. The boundary field will be activated even if he does nothing, so he won't appear until then. So if there is a chance...
He'll AD when he emerges?
Exactly. So you should stay quiet for now. You will have to fight when the time comes, so it's just stupid for you to go out searching and have the enemy find you before that.
The first bell echoes through the cold rooftop. Lunch break's over.
That's it. I have to go somewhere, so go home by yourself. Try not to go anywhere on your way home.
Tosca leaves, saying, "See ya."
See ya.
There's no way I'm feeling good. There's no way I can have a calm mind after finding out that Tako Masters only attacking other masters can't even give me peace of mind. Boundary field at school. Is he planning to drag innocent people into this? That's not the work of a master at all, but a mass murderer. I have to find him before the boundary field's activated. Find him and defeat him completely. Rejoice him, Yashiro. Your wish. I shake my head, deny the words I remember. I can't wish for something like that. A wish for a villain to defeat? That's not my wish.
Oh yeah, he has that whole contradiction on how he wants to be a hero, but in order to be a hero, that means that bad things have to be happening to people.
Right. The end of school homeroom ends, and students start to disappear from the classroom. I'd normally go to the student council room, but since Tosca told me to go straight home, I should do so. The gate's still locked. Oh yeah, it's been a while since I came home this early. I usually help someone out or go to work, so it's rare for me to come straight home. Usually the gate would be open and Sakura would be preparing dinner inside when I got home.
Where the fuck you at, Sakura?
Maybe I've grown so accustomed to it after a year that I forgot how important it was. I realize how grateful I am for Sakura just by the simple action of opening a locked gate. I'm home. I call out and step into the hallway.
Tadaima!
As I try to enter the living room, the blonde-haired girl appears.
You are back, Master.
For a moment, all sense of reality crumbles on me.
Shiro, did you not just return home?
She calls my name in a quiet voice.
Are you not here?
It won't save this so much. That finally returns my sense of reality. Oh, it's Saber, right? Sorry, it was so sudden. I was surprised.
Who are you?
Just for an instant, I mistook her for a normal girl.
I was on standby here as Master ordered, but was I wrong?
No, I was misunderstanding, so don't worry about it. Anyway, how are you feeling? You said you'd be sleeping frequently, so,
There is no problem with staying awake. No, it is better to sleep except at times of battle, but that would cause my senses to dull. I should move around periodically or my body will slow when I need it the most.
I see. You're right now that you mention it. Humans get headaches from sleeping too much, and it's not like you're sleeping because you're sleepy.
Yes, there is no fatigue to require sleep. But Shiro, do you get a headache when you sleep too much?
Of course. Usually you'll get sick if you sleep for half a day. In my case, I'll wake up from the headache, so I won't be able to sleep for half a day.
That is a strange story. It does not happen to me. I can sleep as much as I want now and in the past.
I think that's wrong for a living thing, Saber. It's a waste to sleep all day. It's more fun to wake up and play when you're not sleeping.
We gotta play!
Saber, you gotta play.
You are right. Less time is wasted that way.
Right. You're like that now because of me, but go back to your normal cycle when your bond with me ends. It's not for me to say, but if this becomes a habit and you sleep all day, people might think of you as lazy.
It may be too late. People might have thought so of me already.
She creases her brow and ponders. It was just lighthearted, but it seems like Saber doesn't get normal jokes.
She's like, shit, people probably do think I'm a piece of shit.
We move into the living room. It seems Saber wants to know what happened today, so I decided to tell her about the boundary field at school that Tosuka told me about.
I see. That master must be planning to use the people gathered at the school as a sacrifice.
But yeah, Tosuka said it should take more time, though.
I feel the same way. It will take time to construct such a large-scale boundary field. The school is a building that can be easily locked up, so it must be an altar chosen as a temple. To completely activate a boundary field of that scale, at least 10 days are needed.
10 days? I found something strange 2 days ago on Saturday, so that means you still have about 8 more days. That's the same as Tosuka's estimate.
Yes, it does not matter if the boundary field is to gather sacrifices or to solidify the defenses, as it will be a problem if we allow it to be completed. I hope we will be able to find the master that created this boundary field before that.
Yeah, Tosuka said it would be difficult, but he should be easy to identify since the master will be lurking at school. Let's find him somehow. Stop the boundary field. He didn't simply think of setting up a boundary field at school. They must be someone associated with the school. A student or a teacher. Fucking janitor, dude. I guess Japanese schools don't have janitors.
Yeah, don't they do their own cleaning?
Yeah. But I'm sure there's staff that isn't a teacher.
Right.
Like counselors or like... It's not important. I'll try to search as early as possible during lunch from tomorrow on. Try to find anyone suspicious. And yeah, the problem of which servant that master has. Now, that'll only be clear when I actually encounter it. Then I should think about a servant I've already encountered. Saber's awake right now, so it'd be a good time to ask. Alright then.
Ooh.
Who do you want to learn about?
I want to ask about Lancer.
Let's ask about Lancer. That guy. I'll ask about the first servant I encountered, Lancer. Saber fought with him, and it seems like she realized who he was. Hey, Saber, about Lancer, do you know who he is?
Huh? Lancer?
Yeah, you were saying something when you chased him out, about Ireland or something. So I thought you might have discovered his identity.
Oh, I see your point now. I'm surprised. I did not think you would be interested in knowing the other servants' true identities.
I heard you have to know about them, but why do you look so happy about it, Saber?
Because you are showing the will to fight. We can come up with strategies against a servant whose true identity we know. It is an appropriate battle tactic to first bring down the ones whose weaknesses are known.
no intention of going out to fight someone who isn't attacking me, but it'd only end the conversation if I said that now. Anyway, Lancer's true identity. So I guess you know, Saber?
Yes, that red lance and those runic protections around his body, and on top of that, his abilities specialized in survival, there can be no mistake. His true name is Cahulin. He is the greatest hero of Ireland, wielder of the Devil Lance. Gabolg.
Can't just laugh every time Gabolg comes up.
Listen, I know we have the humor of 10-year-olds, but I literally 5-starred my Noble Phantasm today and sent it to the group chat and said, I have the biggest gay bulge! And you said, gayest bulge! So, like...
That's different. Lancer just has a big gay bulge. I don't know what's weird about that.
He's just...
Coolin? It's a name I've never heard before. Well, I don't know much about Irish mythology, so I guess that's only natural. So, is he strong, this Cahulin guy?
He is not famous in this country, so his existence is diminished, but he still has more than enough power. His agility is second to none, and I believe his Noble Phantasm is the most suitable for this war.
Noble Phantasm? Oh, that lance. Come think of it, his lance moves strangely at the end. Is that the Gay Bolg thing?
Probably. There are many variations on Gay Bolg's legend. They say it is a cursed lance thrown using the legs, a devil lance that grows 1,000 thorns once it stabs its enemy.
Aren't those just completely different legends? Can you really call it a legendary weapon?
There is more. Many abilities of Gay Bolg are handed down in the legends, but in every one is the fact that it will always pierce the heart. I had thought it was the ability of the possessor rather than the power of the weapon, but it seems I was wrong. The nature of the Devil Lancer's Gay Bolg is to always pierce the heart.
Oh. That said, I can recall vividly. That night, the lance thrust at Saber's feet with an impossible fashion went toward her heart. So his lances...
Yes, it is a devil lance, guaranteed to strike the opponent's heart when used. It must be bending space or changing the order of cause and effect. Either way, it must be Lancer's skill and the curse of the lance itself. There is no weapon more efficient in hand-to-hand combat. It has no unnecessary aspects.
No unnecessary aspects? What do you mean by that?
Do you not understand? Lancer's lance cannot destroy a castle, but it is enough to kill one person. Noble phantasms require different amounts of magical energy depending on their scale. A servant with a rank A noble phantasm will need great amount of magical energy to use it. Once it is used, time is needed to replenish the magical energy that is lost. But to kill one person, no, one servant, you do not need great power. If you can kill your opponent with one blow, there is no better result.
So you mean there's less cost for one arrow than for one cannonball?
Yes, but arrows would not hit a servant. As a result, battling servants end up firing cannons at each other, but...
Lancer's Gay Bolg is a lance that allows this arrow to hit, huh? Not only that, but it hits the heart, would definitely take the opponent's life.
That is correct, and on top of that, not much magical energy is needed to use it. With that amount of magical energy usage, there should be no need to replenish magical energy even if he uses it 7 times. That is why his Devil Lance is well suited for this war. A normal servant must rest after fighting a few times, but Lancer is able to fight 6 battles in a row. Well, that is on the condition that each must be one-on-one.
That's his legend, ah! So he's a servant who's not flashy, but can definitely win, huh? He seemed to be doing a lot of useless stuff, though. He was playing around with me as well.
Right. It seems Lancer is an inconsistent person. He was heartless, but he also had a side that was difficult to hate.
I feel the same way, but we can't let our guard down. He stabbed me through the heart as if he was cutting grass. Servants like Berserker and Lancer have no hesitation when it comes to using their weapons. Then, about one of the others.
Hold on, Shiro. Someone has entered the gate of this place.
Huh? You can sense such a thing?
Yeah, I'm fucking rad, dude.
What, it's this time already? Crap, Sakura's probably back. I hear the sound of the doorbell from the entrance.
Shideshimasu!
I can hear Sakura's voice. Oh, did you want to actually say it?
No, it's funny. I was just making fucking jokes, dude. I'm surprised she doesn't say I'm home.
I guess because she's like entering someone else's house.
Yeah. She basically treats this like her own home, though.
Right. Saber, I'm sorry, but...
I know. I will return to the room, so please do not be concerned about me.
Saber leaves for her room. And in her place...
I'm home. Well done. You came home early like I asked you to.
Tezuka's holding a grocery bag and...
Excuse me, senpai. It's rare for you to be home this early.
Sakura comes in, smiling happily.
Alright, preparation... Oh...
I was gonna say, ever since I saw I'm John Cena in the chat, my brain's going... for like, however long.
Here, I've got MLG horns. That's the closest I can get for John Cena. It might be too late. Do I need to do it again?
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid. But probably one of my favorite things I've ever added to, I guess, my life in general. Alright, preparations are perfect. Then let's begin.
Tezuka shouts and goes into the kitchen.
Senpai, about dinner preparation.
Oh, it's Tezuka's turn today, so you don't have to worry about it. You made breakfast today, so leave the dinner to us. We'll make dinner as long as Tezuka's here.
Oh, yes, if you say so, I will do that.
Sakura sits on a cushion obediently. There's a flashly, fiery sound coming from the kitchen, but there's nothing dangerous looking about Tezuka's appearance from behind. One dangerous thing.
Okay.
I guess it's okay to trust her. There's Saber to think about, so I should go back to my room until dinner's prepared. I'm gonna go rest in my room. If Fujine comes, tell her to prepare the bath herself once in a while.
Yes. Please take your time, senpai. I will come and get you when dinner is ready. Nope, 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 don't do that.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget to knock when you come to my room. Teenage boy, you know, you should always knock.
God, imagine not knocking. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry!
It's a little before 6 o'clock. From the way things are going, it looks like dinner will be at around 7 o'clock. Fuck, I don't have food for dinner. What am I doing? When I get back to the room, Saber's asleep in the room next to mine. Man, I thought I could talk to her. I click my tongue and sit on the cushion. Hey, what am I saying? I don't even know what I talked to her about other than this Holy Grail War stuff. Anyways, didn't I have trouble talking to Saber? Oh well, she's asleep, it's fine. I say that and just stare at the clock. Yesterday's dinner was just me, Saber, and Tezuka. But today it'll be 5 people, including Sakura and Fujine. Oh no, Saber can't come. As long as Sakura and Fujine are there, I can't let Saber out of this room. I wonder if Saber ate breakfast. Saber's nodding while eating dinner last night. Judging from that, I guess it's not like she doesn't need food. I didn't prepare lunch for her. Of course she'll be hungry. Once Sakura and Fujine go home, I have to warm up dinner and serve it to her. She'll need to eat alone, but that can't be helped. Imagining Saber eating by herself is really annoying me.
This really prepared us because of cooking with the Amiya family.
True, true.
Shiro, are you awake? Oh, wrong one. Shiro, are you awake?
Toska knocks on the door or something. Toska, what's up?
Dinner time. It's ready, so come along.
That time already, huh?
Yep.
I get up and leave, glancing at the room where Saber's sleeping.
Oh, there you are. Hey, look at this stuff. Finally, with Tosuka-san here, we have someone who can cook Chinese food.
We're in cooking on my way. You can just take out cooking, and the sentence is still true for me.
Yeah, Ren's the best girl.
God, I love Ren so much. Ren's probably like one of my earliest like anime crushes, and still just holds up really hard.
Oh, for sure.
Fujine is looking excitedly at all the food prepared on the table. Now that she mentions it, the food certainly is Chinese. On the 4 big plates are crab with eggs, shredded beef with pepper, some stir-fry, an elegant-looking meat I've never seen before with vegetables, and a plate full of steamed meat dumplings. And god fucking damn it, now I'm hungry.
This is tragic, dude.
Oh, there are salads on the side plates, and various follow-ups are ready. Put simply, it's the kind of gorgeous dinner Fujine loves. I'm surprised. I was expecting you to make Western-style dishes.
Oh, she was actually thinking of a Western-style dish, but when I told her that no one at our house cooks Chinese, she said she would.
This came up in the cooking show.
Yeah.
Like, Ren cooking Chinese food. Why does she have to live her life poking at holes? Hey, Sakura, you came home with Tosuka, so did you actually go shopping with her?
Yes, Tosuka-senpai was waiting for me when the archery club finished, so we went grocery shopping on our way back.
Oh, so your shithead brother doesn't punch you. I see. Wow, you two are closer than I thought.
Yes, we've talked often at school. I don't know why she likes me, but she has been nice to me ever since I entered the school.
Wow.
It's like she's dropping a fucking hint right in your fucking face, Amiya-kun.
She really is a nice senpai at school.
Let's quit talking and eat. I'm hungry already.
Fujine sits down happily.
Like she says, why don't you two sit down too? Chinese food gets really bad when it gets cold.
Saying this coldly, Tosuka sits down as well. I sit down silently. Everyone bows and eats the food. Annoyingly, it's good. I've never cooked Chinese because I thought it all tastes the same. But this is so good it makes me realize it was just prejudice. For you, for learning.
Wow, this is great. It's been a while since I've had food that makes rice taste this good. Yeah, I'll give you top score on this one.
Look, I'm getting Chinese food on Postmates.
Thank you. I am pleased to receive an honest response like that. Yes, I have a better opinion of Chinese food now. I'm not good with hot food, but this is really good.
Adult men miss 95% of clues dropped. Teenage boys miss like 110%. Sakura's happily enjoying the food too. After watching this with a smile. Tosuka Rin looks at me with an expression of triumph.
That's my favorite laugh on the face of the planet. Anytime someone goes, you're like, you piece of shit.
What? You look like you want to say something.
Nothing. I'm just glad everyone's enjoying the food. Well, one isn't being honest, but that's fun in its own way, so I'll call it good. I understand what it feels like to lose at something you're good at.
I see. Then you made me cook last night to gauge my potential.
Yes! Today's lesson is always hide your potential.
Don't worry, I've been doing that my whole life. She says this happily and starts eating her own food.
God, that's fucking funny, dude.
Dinner is more lively than I was expecting. Sakura and Tosca are a good senpai and junior, and Fujine is completely friends with Tosca now. Well, I have no complaints about a fun meal. No complaints, but I feel like there's something wrong with all of us eating right now.
Because your other girlfriend's in the closet.
I stand up.
Huh? What? Shiro going to the bathroom?
No, I forgot something. I'll bring her here, so wait.
What the fuck do you mean he'll bring her here?
Rin's like, what the fuck are you doing?
She's like, you fucking moron.
When I leave the living room, Tosca's staring at me violently.
This is her face right now. She's like, yo, bro, hold up. Don't bring your servant in here. You can't do this.
I just couldn't take it. That's the only reason. I don't like when she's in the same house, but alone. So, before considering the consequences, I grab her hand.
Shiro, Shiro, what are you doing all of a sudden?
Just come with me. I'll introduce you to everyone.
Are you insane? Hold on, this is...
I'm taking you because I am sane. Here, let's go. Whatever happens later can be dealt with.
Hey, Shiro. I'm fucking servant. You mean I can't stop this bitch if I decide to?
I'm sure you could, but it's still like a master and servant relationship.
Oh my god, listen. Okay, I have to pee again because I have a tiny bladder, and I'm about to be doing like 5 voices.
We get to go?
Yeah.
I grab Saber's hand and take her to the living room. Sorry, Tosca, can I add one more? Tosca doesn't object, but Fujine and Sakura are looking at Saber with astonishment. It's a bit late, but let me introduce her. Her name is Saber, and we're going to be taking care of her for a while. As you can tell, she's a foreigner, not used to living in Japan, so please help her with that. Also, her name means sword. There's no reaction from the two. That's only natural, but I don't have enough composure to care about them right now. Here, sit here, Saber. It's better to eat with everyone. That is certainly more efficient, but Don't be reserved. After all, you're going to be living together with us from now on. Since we're living in the same house, it's natural to eat together. Yes, if Shiro says so, I will obey.
You can't do that!
Please say that line, Paige.
What are the actual... What's the name of that actual symbol on the keyboard?
Tilde.
Tilde! Or is it more of like a... Wait,
what it looks
wait,
like.
wait.
Negative.
Yeah, here we go. I got the...
The motorboat. Repurposed.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm boiling more water. My throat fucking needs it, dude. I didn't realize we were gonna be yelling today.
Fujine does a lot of yelling. My ears are ringing.
What's wrong with you, Shiro? You bring in not only Tosaka-san, but a girl like this too? Since when did this place turn into a hotel?
Well, it'll be fine. It's as big as a hotel, so we can lend a room or two. If Tosca's staying is fine, Saber should be fine too.
No way. I approve of Tosaka-san, but I don't know about this stranger. Who is she anyways?
She's a distant relative of mine. She had some problems, so she came here, counting on father.
I can't believe such a ridiculous story. Even if it were the case, why did she come to your house? There's no way Kiritsugu-san would have an acquaintance in another country.
She can't really say that. Because father was a simpleton who went to foreign countries all the time. He would have more acquaintances overseas than in Japan.
Well, I can't say that, but it's still strange. Why did you come here?
Well, that's...
You be quiet, Shiro. Saber-san, I'm asking you.
Saber is silent. It's only natural. Saber doesn't have any reason to go along with my lies, nor a dexterous enough mind, so she... I do not know. I was only doing as Kiritsugu said. Well, I guess she does. This is a big hint, actually, because...
Yeah. Well, they don't know. Shh.
Okay. Foreshadowing!
Bwee, 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 bwee. Kiritsugu-san entrusted Shiro to you.
Yes, he told me to defend Shiro from all enemies. Quietly. Saber says this with the greatest purity. Who could object to that? Even if the lie is the ultimate truth for Saber herself. Even Fujine can't object to those words. But she stands up with a frown, glaring at Saber.
All right, if you say so, I'll test your skill.
Oh no, Fujine. Fujine responds strangely.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get waxed. We're going to the dojo, aren't we? Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, fucking beat. So, with the sound of wind, Fujine takes us outside.
This music's rad as hell.
She takes the shinai from the wall and clears at Saber. Well,
What's a shinai?
it's a wood sword. Just what is our Fujine thinking about?
You said you'd protect Shiro, right? Then you must be confident in your skills.
Are you telling me to take a sword?
Yes, I'll approve of you if you're stronger than me. But if you're weaker, I'm sending you back home.
Fujine's gonna get launched through a wall.
Mm-hmm.
I do not mind, but what is the purpose of this?
I'm the one that's gonna protect Shiro. I'm gonna be by his side until he grows up.
It seems Saber doesn't understand what Fujine is trying to say. Of course, no one else around here does either.
So I don't need anyone weaker than me. If you're stronger than me, you'll be more dependable, right? If that's the case, I can entrust Shiro to you just for a bit.
Fujine plays with their shinai since she's sulking. I understand, so I must earn your approval?
Right, but it's not going to be easy.
Just as she says that, Fujine rushes at Saber and attacks her with the shinai. Man, Fujine's being ridiculous. Not only was that a surprise attack, but she didn't even give Saber a shinai. Are you really a teacher, Tiger? Saber must be surprised by Fujine's surprise attack, as she just stands there distractedly. Fujine's clever attack to the body strikes.
Huh?
Fujine tilts her head curiously. That's only natural. It's strange even for those of us watching, so it must be as strange as the Hanging Gardens of Babylon for Fujine. Saber's still standing. The difference is she's now holding the shinai Fujine was wielding until now.
Is this for real?
I don't know what's real, but it's certainly true. Saber does not even take a stance. Fujine doesn't move, standing before Saber. Fujine is a kendo expert, said to be unmatched. That experience must have made her realize that the person in front of her is on a completely different level. If you want me to take a stance, I will, but you should be skilled enough to understand already. Fujine backs away unsteadily and drops to her knees. The contest is over. Do you approve of me? Fujine hangs her head and slumps her shoulders. The very moment I think she'll calm down. to cry so loudly that those around her get dizzy. In the end, it took 2 hours to persuade Fujine.
It's exhausting.
Fujine said, I want to talk a bit, and went into the father's room for 2 hours. When she came out, she nodded and said, I guess I have to approve of her, with an unhappy face. On the other hand, Sakura's silent. It was getting late, so Fujine ended up walking Sakura home. Sakura said nothing and really bowed and went home.
Then I'll go back to the outbuilding.
Oh. Fujine's having a fucking terrible day. Come to think of it, Tosuko's like this too.
Fujine got Chinese food and then a fucking existential crisis.
Sorry, I bet you think I did something stupid.
Nope, but what you're doing is extra weight on your mind. If you keep doing such things, you'll end up being unable to move.
Saying goodnight with a wave, Tosuko leaves. I'm tired.
I like that it just says sigh instead of being a sigh. Oh, there's the squealing!
Oh, I thought that was Minerva.
Oh, I'm trapped! That's the kettle!
Hey, go get it then. I'm tired, I'll rest early too. Hold on, Shiro. I have something to ask you as well. What is it? Why did you introduce me to everyone? I believe your actions were unnecessary, as Rin said. No reason. I just introduced you because I didn't like it. Shiro, that is not an answer. You have to tell me what you didn't like. Saber draws closer. Was what happened tonight that strange for Saber? I don't know. I was just eating and I just didn't like it when I thought about you being alone. If anything, I just thought there'd be fewer secrets if I let Sakura and Fujine know about you. This is meaningless. Rather, it is a disadvantage to let them know of my existence. I can hide myself in this house, so it would have been better if I was just standing by. What's better? Is she better off being an outcast while we're all eating? That's not true. It couldn't be helped because even if it was good for you, Saber, it wasn't good for me. I don't think it's based on reason. Saying so, I avert my gaze from Saber. I'm going out to the shed, so go back to the room first. There's no response. Turning my back on Saber, who doesn't seem to agree, I head out to the shed.
Do I take over for Saber after this now? Since we're not at dinner?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same thing. Yeah,
You were just talking to yourself and I was just drinking my hot apple cider like do 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 do.
I figured it was fine for that scene because you were drinking. Yeah, you can have Saber back now. I'll just take Saber for dinner scenes.
Okay.
I go outside, the quiet yard lit by the pale moonlight. The winter sky is high and the stars are clear. I sigh without realizing. Tosuko's right. I'm certainly contradicting myself. The me that's trying to go to the shed, avoiding the room Saber's sleeping in. On the other hand, the me that doesn't want to leave Saber alone. Even though I find it hard to deal with Saber as a member of the opposite sex, I can't leave her alone as a human. I'm having a problem because girl hard, but human decency good. It's only natural for Tosuko to be disgusted with me. Jeez, I thought I was only inexperienced in magic, but my mental training's bad as well. I murmur, looking up into the sky, absent-mindedly. The night wears on. Since I'm inexperienced, I can't skip my training. I can only refine myself, believing that I can reach something if I continue my effort.
Oh shit, we on another day! That was like it was like the weakest burp on my part.
The next day. After a normal morning, I enter the living room to find a complicated breakfast table.
Excellent.
Oh wait, maybe breakfast and dinner? Is this how we do this?
I mean, I can do all four. It's really not that bad, I promise. Because you're also doing all the narration.
Yeah, like I don't mind doing Saber. But if you want to do all 4, that's fine too.
Fuck. Which one is this? Sorry, Sakura. I can't eat butter. Pass me that marmalade over there. Really, Tosuke-senpai? You seemed like you didn't like sweet things. Nonsense. No such girl exists. It's not that I don't like sugar, but I can't take it. If I let my guard down, I grow where you can't see, so I can only eat sweets once a week. But you're still eating marmalade, senpai. I eat sugar in the mornings. I have to eat at least a little bit, or the backlash later on could get scary. I see. Even if you eat only twice a day, it will get worse if you eat twice as much. That's right. Hey, I wasn't going to say anything, but you eat a lot, Saber. You have a small frame, but you're eating as much as Sakura. Is that so? I think I'm average. I don't know why that was so funny.
Mood.
I believe the bread Sakura's eating is much more substantial than mine.
Damn, fucking call her out.
That's not true. You, Tosuke-senpai, and I all have 2 slices of toast. But the thickness is different. Ours are 1 centimeter thick, while yours are 2. So you are eating a lot. You are in your growing period, so it is good to get energy. How about eating not just 1, but actually finishing your share, Rin? I'm telling you I can't. It's not like I'm Sakura and all the nutrients go to my chest. If I eat a lot in the morning, it'll increase. I usually don't eat breakfast, so I'm compromising already. Tosuke-senpai, please don't talk about that in front of senpai. You say it will increase, but why do you avoid using specific terms, Rin? This is so awkward, oh my god!
You're like, I can voice everyone, and then it's just boob conversation.
Yeah, dude, great. Well, it's about those things you can't see. Oh well, you can see Sakura, so you can leave her out of this. So please don't talk about it.
Teenage girls talking about teenage girl things. What do girls talk about? Probably boobs, I guess. I think I just changed my chest. Yeah, same, but like a little lower. I take a bite of the well done toast.
Goes to your underboob?
Yeah. I have big pregnant man energy. Perhaps my brain just doesn't follow what's going on in front of me, but I'm eating toast, not joining the conversation. Well, there's no room for me to cut into the conversation. I guess I didn't need to worry. They seem to have a good relationship for now. Toska's the same as always, and Saber's more open than she was last night. Peppermint energy pog. Sakura's, well, she still seems to be a bit resistant to Saber, but it doesn't look like she dislikes her. I'm worried that Fujine isn't here, but she should be here tonight. The shock last night must have been a big one. She'll probably come and eat dinner, so I think she'll have calmed down by then. This game's like a lot of slice of life scenes, and I like them, but it is surprising to think about.
I wasn't expecting this much time to be spent inside of Shiro's house.
It's a lot.
And like, it's not like I'm upset, but like, it's just like, holy shit, we do breakfast, we do dinner, and that's when we get like all of our stories about like what's happening.
Yeah, because I think the anime doesn't do this nearly as much. The anime takes you like fight to fight.
It's because if you don't give the nerds fight scenes, they'll say that things are bad.
True. Breakfast ends and I start cleaning up.
Senpai, is it really okay leaving all the cleaning up to you?
Yeah, I'll do it. You got a club to go to. There was that incident yesterday, so you should go.
Yes, then I'll go on ahead, Senpai.
Sakura bows, also to Tosuka, leaves the living room in a hurry. That leaves the 3 of us. Which means once Sakura leaves, the 3 of us who know the secret remain.
Then I shall excuse myself as well. Please call for me if you need anything.
See you, Saber. Ah, fuck.
I was like, that's
me. Comes.
That's me. See ya, Saber. I'll look after Shiro, so please take care of this place while we're gone. Yes, please take care of Shiro, Rin.
Bowing lightly to Tosuka, Saber returns to her room. Well, there's nothing to do here.
I burned my tongue. I'm so upset.
So she must want to save her energy by sleeping, but... Jeez, does she only think about fighting?
Of course, you should start to show some willingness or Saber will lose patience with you. Even though her wound isn't healed yet, she's not one to stay quiet forever, right?
A clicking sound. As she makes a scary comment, Tosca turns on the TV. This news again. Morning news streams from the TV. I listen to it while washing the dishes in the kitchen. Well, the content's the same as the news I heard a while ago.
Is this me?
Probably, I think.
They're saying there was a gas leak incident over in the Shinto area. That's stupid. That kind of thing is happening here too.
Hold on. Did Tosca say something really worrying? Tosca, what do you mean by that?
It's that the people are weakening with no obvious cause, right? People that have lost consciousness without an obvious cause, carried off to the hospital in a coma. There must be a lot of them by now. There doesn't seem to be a danger in the victims' lives right now. But what happens in the future will depend on what the instigator decides.
What? Wait. Not only in the neighboring town, but over here too? Comas with no cause? Numerous victims? No, the problem's... Tusk, are you saying it's the work of another master?
Who else could it be? Please get used to it. You are a master too, you know.
That's true. But why didn't you tell me before, Tosca?
This incident isn't as simple. The master that put up the boundary field at school is third class, but this master is first class. He isn't killing anyone. He's just storing power by absorbing half of their lives.
Well, it is true the speed is slower. It doesn't break the rules of Magi, and there's also no need to push oneself. This master's stealing the simplest form of magical energy, life force, out of people in the city from a place far away.
Is this me?
That might have been you. It's fine. Place far away. Can you collect magical energy from such a distance? It's hard. I
Yeah.
most lines with me, okay?
Well, when they start another quotation mark, you think it's the next person talking, but I was like, that's way too much explanation to come from your ass.
Yeah, your stupid ass couldn't possibly be saying all this.
It must be a really skilled magus. Both Shinto and Miyama City, only great magi can create an absorption that can cover 2 towns. Or maybe the master has secured a superior spiritual ground. My father was saying something about a ley line in Fuyuki City, so if one took up a position there, it would be easy to collect life force.
Hey, Tosca.
There weren't any references to it in Father's study, so if there is one, it'll be in the master's room. Oh man, that place is so weird even now, so I'd like to stay away from it if I can. But then all I can do is ask Kirei. No, I can't. I can't be in debt to him.
Tosca, hey. There's no answer. It's no good. Tosca's immersed in talking to herself. I reached the school gate with Tosca half-heartedly. The front gate has students arriving at school, and the school is starting another normal day. But still, there's an odd feel to it. I went through the front gate without noticing it yesterday, but I can certainly sense it if I look for it. How can I put this? It's so calm that even my instincts go numb.
I like that we just walk into the death bubble every day.
It like doesn't hurt us, right?
Yeah.
Like, protection. You're right. The air's different from outside. It's like sweet honey.
Oh, that's the way you feel it, huh? You're unskilled at detecting magical energy, but you might be sensitive to disorders in the world.
Tosca ponders.
But sweet honey, huh? Speaking figuratively, like an insectivorous plant? How do you pronounce that word?
I think insectivorous or insectivorous.
Insectivorous?
I guess it'd be insectivorous because it's like carnivorous.
Yeah. Like an insectivorous? God, that word's hard to say. Oh! Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
An insectivorous plant. That image is really bad. It just means like a Venus flytrap, right?
I think so. Really? I don't think your instinct is off, because in this school, everyone will be eaten alive when the lid of the boundary field closes.
I never know how to pronounce like blank exclamation mark.
I just imagine it's always just like a shocked face, like a.
Yeah. She sees through the aspect I didn't say, and I gasp.
As I thought, you're fun because you're easy to understand.
Whatever. It's not fun for me.
Don't get mad. Don't worry because I know what you want to say. You're thinking you don't want to involve the students here, and I don't want to use this place as a battlefield. So there's only one thing to do, right?
These are words to test me. Toska's telling me. The Holy Grail War, the enemy I said I will fight against, the master who's willing to drag in innocent people in order to win, is at this school. I know, we have to find the master who constructed this boundary field and do something about it. If he isn't willing to remove the boundary field, we'll just beat him.
That's right. I'm glad you understand. Well then, I'll look for who... Yeah, I could... Yeah, I was like, this...
Go for it.
Yeah. Well then, I'll look for whoever constructed... Because I was like, there's no way she's leaving this up to him.
Yeah, that's true.
Well then, I'll look for whoever constructed the boundary field, so you go and check suspicious areas. I already looked around, but there might have been something I missed. You seem to be good at finding these points, so I'll let you do it.
Toska waves her hand and runs into the school building. Hey, even if you say that, I have no idea. What kind of place are suspicious ones, Toska?
To put it in your words, somewhere where the air is sweet. Just look for a place where the honey is really sweet.
She yells back, running.
I should have gone across the room and yelled it.
Just take my mic off.
Yeah.
Well, the honey is really sweet.
Yeah, just like that.
Toska disappears in the school building. What is she running away suddenly like that? I don't get what she's thinking. Oh. The bell for homeroom rings. I see. Hey, why didn't you tell me that if she knew? I hold my bag and run at full speed. After the incident yesterday, who knows what Fujine will say if I'm late. People running with backpacks always looks bad. Something that has come up a lot in my college career.
Yeah.
But anyone running with a backpack looks fucking stupid.
It's because it's hard to run with one. You have to like hold it too close to your body or else it just goes squish, 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 squish.
There's no way to look good. It's lunchtime. Even though it's only a temporary release from classes, the students run about the school busily. Alright, I won't look suspicious walking around now. Time to investigate. I finish lunch in a few minutes and go out into the hallway. There's no time to complain that I've never done anything like this before. The battle's already begun. So I have to find the suspicious places Toska was talking about in my own way. I guess I should start with places where there aren't many people. Well, an hour until lunch break ends. Hope I can get good results out of this. You get an hour lunch?
Yeah, we used to get like 40 minutes.
More than an hour, because he already ate, right?
He said it only took him a few minutes, so I'm assuming he like scarfed it down.
After checking through the school building, I go outside just in case. I'm pretty sure, like, my lunch right now is half an hour. There's nothing wrong with the ground or behind the school building, but this area is too different.
I feel like for Zoom purposes, it makes sense to only do a half hour.
I think when I was in high school, it was only a half hour, though.
Oh, that's garbage.
Like, you had your 5-minute passing period, then a half-hour lunch, and then 5-minute passing period to get back to your next class. So I guess it's 40 minutes, but, like, part of that's walking.
Yeah. I think that might have been how ours was, too. Fuck school! School sucks!
Yeah, actually, I'm a teacher, and I love school. Could it be here, too? There are several strange places inside the school building as well. Unpopular places like behind the stairs or within empty classrooms.
You have to find
But
the
this place is
honey.
different. Far from nobody coming here, this is a place people come every day. Why didn't I notice? Talking about strangeness, this place is the strangest. I mutter, grasping my chest. This place is somehow suffocating. The thick wind and moist air aren't just strange.
Moist
No,
air.
once I notice the smell, I actually feel like throwing up. Tosko's saying there's a basis point for a boundary field. I don't know how many there are, but this must mean the first basis points around here. There should be some sign of it. It's no good. As I have no skill detecting magical energy, there's no way I can see the sign that's constructing the boundary field. Whew. I guess it can't be helped. I'll go and tell Tosuke about this place and...
Ooh, do I get to be Shinji for this?
Sure.
I'm assuming this is Shinji.
I think so too.
What, are you looking for something, Emiya?
I turned around with a sudden voice. Standing in front of the deserted archery dojo is... Shinji.
God, we know every time, dude. Hey, what a coincidence. I came because I had business in that area, too. Did you happen to see it?
With a grin, Mato Shinji asks this happily. See what? There's nothing here.
Oh, so you did see it. I see, so that's why you were with Tosuke. That's right. It's more efficient to join up with other masters.
Shinji, you...
Don't guard yourself too much, Emiya. It's you and me. Let's not hide anything from each other. I don't know who you have, but you were forced into this ugly role of master too, right?
Shinji states it clearly without holding anything back.
I honestly forgot Shinji was a master.
Yeah.
I literally, my whole brain is exploding currently.
It's a good reveal, and he just like fucking drops it to you casually. That he, Mato Shinji, is also a master.
But I think I figured out, oh, because it's the temple, right? Is he the guy from, no, the other guy's from the temple. Never mind.
Ise lives at the temple. Could it be, you're a master, Shinji?
That's what I'm telling you. Oh, but don't get it wrong. I don't intend to fight with anyone. Well, I'll certainly retaliate with deadly force if I'm attacked, but I won't do anything when nothing's done to me. See, I'm like you in that regard, right?
Shinji laughs. From his words, there seems to be no doubt that she's the master, but...
Well, I'm also surprised to find out that you're a master. Let us call equal in that regard. So, do you want to discuss something?
Discuss? I don't mind, but discuss what?
About what we do now. Like I said earlier, I have no intention of fighting, but others aren't the same, right? So I feel uneasy unless I prepare for future misfortunes. It's troubling alone, but don't you think something would be possible with the two of us?
So in other words, Shinji's asked me to cooperate with him.
Well, let's not talk here. We don't know if someone might overhear us, so let's go somewhere else. Yeah, my place would be good. Tosuke won't be able to notice, and it's safe even if we are attacked.
What are you talking about? Lunch break's almost over, so if you have...
Are you stupid? We can skip classes. Let's go, Emiya. I'm happy to know that you're a master, so don't alienate me too much.
I can't do that. People would be suspicious if we skip classes.
Damn, you're really stubborn. Oh, I see. You're right, people would normally stay safe. But don't worry, I won't attack you no matter what. See, do I look like someone who would attack you from behind?
Yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely yes, dude, you're such a shitter.
Oh, I see, you're right. I certainly can't just follow you.
Well, it's alright. You have a servant with you, too. I won't pick a fight. That's what he fucking thinks, dude. I won't pick a fight against such a dangerous opponent.
Does Shinji think I have Saber with me? No, that's wrong. Shinji couldn't see his servant spirit form. That's why he's wrongly guessing that I have Saber with me right now.
Let's just go. It'll be no good if Tosuke finds us.
Saying that, Shinji starts to walk away. I guess I have to follow him. I'm interested in what Shinji has to say, so I'll skip the afternoon classes. I won't hurt you, just follow me to my house. We go up the hill road. For the kids watching this, don't listen to people when they say things like that. The Western style house is on the opposite side to my house. I guess Tosuke's house is at the top, but I recall that Mato's house is a bit further below, as if avoiding public eyes. As if the house itself was shady. It's an amazing building as always. I came here to play a few times during middle school, but I haven't ever been near it recently. I haven't been invited since I came estranged from Shinji, and most of all, Sakura didn't like me coming to this house.
I wonder why.
Even though it's daytime, it's dim inside the house. This building's made so the sunlight cannot enter it, and there aren't many lights in here. I'm exaggerating, but you'd walk into the wall if you're not used to this place. Fucking evil dark house.
Emiya, this way. I'm in the living room.
Is it too dark to tell? I don't know when he went in, but I can hear Shinji's voice from the inner room. Even though it's been a year, my body still remembers this place, and I make my way to the living room without getting lost. There's no kind of light in the living room either.
This looks like a dining room.
The curtains are closed, and the sunlight's blocked off. There are no artificial lights, and the living room's in the dark. There are no artificial light. What the fuck are you talking about? What is that giant chandelier?
It's fucking candles, bro. Emiya, over here.
I look over in the direction of the voice. There's Shinji sitting in a chair, and
Are we gonna see a servant? Hell yeah.
a figure of a woman like crystallized darkness.
Let me introduce her. This is my servant, Ryder.
I feel a chill. It's so bad the back of my neck hurts like it's been slashed. Are we going to talk with just the two of us, Shinji? I back up a bit and manage to say that.
Oh no, it's just a precaution. I'd be scared if you just came and attacked me, so I have to have Ryder by my side.
Stretching his hand out, Shinji touches his black servant, Ryder. He caresses from her waist down to her thighs, as if tasting them.
Disgusting.
I hated that. Ryder does not move at all. She stands there like a statue and keeps watching me with her covered eyes. It can't just be an illusion that it feels like she sees even my fingertips shivering. You're like this even when you've invited someone?
Oh.
You're being a little too wary, Shinji.
This is Ryder. Oh, you get to be Ryder. Sorry,
Wait.
that's your Ryder voice?
Is this Ryder?
I think so. Wait. Oh, no, that's you. Never mind. Sorry. I thought she was saying it.
Am I Ryder though?
Yeah, it's above your head.
Alright. What the fuck does Ryder sound like? Ryder sounds like my Saber voice, but like less happy, I guess. I don't know. Ryder also is just stoic, right?
I don't have any notes next to Ryder because it's not my problem. But we did watch the Emiya family, and she feels very soft-spoken and nice.
Yeah, she's like soft stoic. That's also kind of a different Ryder, though. Like, it's the same person, but a very different situation.
That's true. It was just a joke. I know you can't do anything like that. But your servant is a different story. Even I had trouble training mine. It's not unusual for a servant not to obey its master, so think of this as just keeping a small check on things.
Servant that doesn't obey its master? Certainly, Ryder in front of me is different from Saber. Saber's quiet, but not cold-hearted. But I can only feel coldness from Ryder. A human lacking humanity. A black figure like discolored blood. She doesn't seem like a servant or a heroic spirit. She's so inorganic with no sense of lightness. Ryder's a way to keep check on my servant? I don't feel too good about that.
Sorry, I'm just a novice, so I'm not experienced like you are. Forgive me for that.
It's not like I'm experienced either.
Is that so? Then you should summon yours too. We would understand each other better that way, and it's more fair too. Yeah, that'll be great. Hey, Emiya, I showed you mine, so you show me yours.
So Shinji's wrong with guessing the Saber's with me. It'd be best to let him keep thinking that. I refuse. If you're gonna keep me in check, that's fine. This should be enough. We're here just to talk.
What's with that? Hey, I'm saying I want to see it. I don't know what you're being a snob about, but shouldn't you listen to me?
Then our conversation's over. I didn't come here to show you my servant. If that was your plan, I'm going home now.
Damn, alright. You're useless as always.
Shinji comments discontentedly and leans back in his chair.
Alright, let's get to it. Well, there's only one thing I want to talk about. Like I said before, do you want to collaborate with me, Emiya? I became a master, but I don't know about this Holy Grail War thing. I want to cooperate with someone I know rather than staying on my own.
Hold on, I want to ask you something too before that. I'll answer your question after.
What, you want to know why I became a master?
I nod. As far as I know, Shinji isn't a magus. I have to know how someone like that became a master. I can't cooperate at all. I heard masters have to be magi as the basic prerequisite. Even though I'm experienced, I know a bit of magic. I summoned my servant by accident and became a master after forming a contract, but did you summon your servant by accident and get dragged into this Holy Grail War too? If that's the case, we're the same. I won't easily be able to refuse this proposal of cooperation if that's the case.
I see. You became a master by accident, huh? I see. Good. That makes it more understandable.
Shinji smiles delightedly.
Well, I guess it's similar in my case. The fact that I became a master against my will is the same. But don't get me wrong, I knew what a master was, and I've known about the Holy Grail War for a long time. The Mato family isn't like your family. We're a respected lineage of magi.
The Mato's a lineage of magi? What? I never heard about that. Hold on, did you and your sister Sakura knows magic too?
Calm down, Emiya. The Mato family is a family of magi, but we're already dead. I guess the ancestors of the Mato family came to this land with Tosaka's family, but didn't adapt to the land here. Down the generations, what's that thing? The magic circuit? That thing faded. By the time I was born, the Mato blood had returned to that of an ordinary person's. So members of the Mato family aren't magi. We're just a family that used to be magi.
You guys were magi, then only the knowledge remains?
Yeah, unfortunately, but even if we don't have magic circuits, that doesn't change the fact that we're studying magic. It was easy to find out about the Masters and the Holy Grail War with a bit of research. I'm able to relax even after suddenly being chosen as a master because of the teachings of the previous generations.
I see. I became a master and understood the Holy Grail War because of Tosaka. Similarly, Shinji understood the situation because of the literature passed down his family. So in other words, you were taught just the knowledge of magic. Then did Sakura learn magic as well?
Huh? Geez, you really don't know anything, do you? Look, a magus of an old lineage only teaches his secret arts to one. If there are 2 children, you only make the eldest son the successor. You get less power if you separate something into 2, right? Magi place 10 magics into 1 crystal and leave them behind to create a stronger blood. We don't make exceptions just because someone is from our family. So a family of magi doesn't teach magic to anyone other than their successors. It's common for the children who aren't chosen as a successor to be raised without knowing that their family studies magic, or they're given out to it for adoption. Jesus.
I see. Thank God, then. I'm glad. Sakura's a girl who should stay in a peaceful world without magic. I can't let her get involved in a battle that forces you to kill others without reason.
Well, now you know, Emiya. Even though I became a master, I'm not experienced with magic. Let's see, you say you can use a bit, but your knowledge is that of an amateur. See, don't you think we're a good combination? Let's cooperate since both of us became masters against our will.
I don't mind that, but just to make sure, it's just to protect yourself, right, Shinji?
No, there's that, but we have to attack the enemy right in front of us first. It seems she considers me her enemy.
Considers you an enemy? You mean Tosaka?
Of course! She wouldn't be unkind to me if that weren't the case. Look, she's the type that won't forgive other masters. You should know that by now if you've been with her. I don't know what the reason is, but she lets her guard down when she's with you. That perfect girl has her guard down. Don't you see that it's a great opportunity to defeat her?
Saying that, Shinji puts out his hand as if asking for a handshake.
Putting my hands out.
Oh, the status screen is updated. What possibly changed? Go up to because you have it on Noble Phantasm right now. So maybe if you just go to abilities, it'll tell us Master.
Oh, I see. Chaotic good? Ugh, we know lots of stuff now.
won't cooperate with such an approach. No, I can't. If Shinji really wants to protect himself, he should talk to Tosuka too, not just me. And Shinji, do you know there's someone who supervises the Holy Grail War?
Yeah, that priest at the church, I hear. They say he's a survivor of the last war, but I didn't get to go to see him because he seems annoying. I'm not a magus, so it's a bother to be forced to follow the Magi's rules.
That's contradictory. If he wants to really stop fighting, he should go and see Kotomine first. Shinji, do you know about the boundary field set up at our school?
I know. I can't tell, but Ryder told me. What about it?
Isn't it your doing? Tosuka said it was the work of a master at our school.
No, it's not me. There's certainly another master at that school, so it must be him. How many masters are at school?
Huh? Tosuka said there's only one other.
You trust Tosuka too much. Well, putting that aside, Tosuka is wrong. The presence she can feel is that magic circuit thing, right? Then I'm not a master she can perceive, because I don't have a magic circuit to begin with. From the beginning, we're people that go under the radars of the normal masters.
I see. The presence of a magus, the presence of the command spell, they're both things activated by magical energy. Then, if someone without magical energy becomes a master, the only way to identify them is to actually see them. Tosuka's method of searching for people with magical energy would not only overlook Shinji as a master, but she wouldn't even notice him at all. It's because Shinji does not have the presence of a master that Tosuka's searching for. I see. Then there must be another master that Tosuka's sensing. I should go home and warn Tosuka about that. Then there's no reason to stay here anymore.
Hey, Emiya, what about the cooperation thing?
I refuse. I won't participate in beating Tosuka or anything like that. First of all, she hasn't done anything. Eventually, I'll end up fighting her, but she can be trusted right now, and I want to trust her.
I think it'll be too late when something happens, but if you say so, fine. I'll wait and see.
Surprisingly, Shinji seems to have given up. He doesn't try to stop me from going home, he doesn't try to make Ryder attack me. He's a really difficult person. He acts like this, but he seems to try to be fair in his own way.
Hey, oh. I can read.
Hey, Shinji, I might be persistent, but does Sakura know about you?
She doesn't, and I have no intention of telling her. I'm the successor of the Mito family. I'll let her be my sister and not know anything.
That'll help. I want Sakura to stay like that.
Huh? I see. If you're worried about Sakura that much, I should thank you as her brother. Alright then, I'll tell you something good, Emiya. I don't know who it is, but one of the masters is nesting at the temple.
Temple? You mean Ryudo Temple?
Yeah, as my servant puts it, there's a witch up there. She is supposedly collecting souls on a large scale, so it'll be a problem if we don't do something about it fast.
If that's true, that's the fifth one. And if that one's collecting souls on a large scale, there's a high probability that's the cause of the story in this morning's news.
That's all. Well, Ryder, see him off. Emiya's on our side, so don't hurt him.
So ordered by Shinji, Ryder approaches me. No, that's...
Don't be so reserved. You're my responsibility until you leave the house, so it'll be troublesome if you get hurt. Oh, Ryder, you only have to see him to the front door. He has nothing to do with me once he exits, so treat him well until then.
Shinji retreats into the back room.
You're so lucky Ryder has literally 0 lines.
I look silently at Ryder. Ryder, covered in black clothes, doesn't say anything. But surprisingly, looking at her closely, I notice she has clean features. God damn it, Shira. The long purple hair reaching to the ground only reminds me of the smell of blood. but at the same time, I understand it's really beautiful. She's wearing this outfit, so it's embarrassing to directly stare at her, but can it be that her outfit doesn't match her face? To put it into a phrase, she's a shrine maiden covered in blood. That contradictory appearance of one who is both holy and evil is this servant called Ryder. But are all heroic spirits beautiful? Yes.
He's only met the girls, right? Because he hasn't seen Archer.
Well, he's met Lancer.
Oh, right. Lancer is hot.
And he saw Archer fighting Lancer.
Oh, that is true.
I think so, while looking at Ryder's face out of curiosity. Hey, Ryder's tall for a girl. Ryder must be at least 170 centimeters tall.
Was that 6 feet?
I don't know. This is no time to calmly observe Ryder. Ryder could absolutely get it.
Oh no, she's 5'6".
5 foot. She's 170 is 5'6".
What is 66 inches? It's what, 12 times 5 is 60?
Yeah.
Yeah, if she's only 66 inches tall, then she's basically 5'7".
It's like average American girl height, but I guess that's tall for
Japan?
Japanese girls, yeah. Ryder really follows me out to the entrance. I wonder. She doesn't feel alive, but she might answer me if I talk to her.
Oh god, is everything broken? Wait. Yeah, the original save that was fine. Oh fuck, they're all fucked.
It just gets one image per day, I guess.
Can I talk to Ryder? Is she gonna stab me?
I don't think she'll just like kill you here, right?
Do you have a mouthful of Chinese food? Do I need to be you right now?
I lost it, hold on. Ryder, was it true what Shinji said earlier? I call out to her, not expecting a response. There's no change in Ryder. Her hair flutters in the wind. Right. Sorry for asking such a stupid question when we're enemies. I raise my hand to thank her and exit.
Wankles is fucking roasting me. Are you really gonna talk about people's mouths being full after the last Cracker episode?
True! It was not a lie. It is true that a witch is up on the mountain. Huh? Ryder? Be careful if you are to challenge her. That witch knows men inside out. Ryder talks without interest. I notice myself getting drawn in by her voice and quickly shake my head. Shiro, always relentlessly horny.
God, look at her!
Thanks for the warning. And please take care of Shinji. He's always like that, so please protect him. I'm taken aback, but I manage a reply. That must have sounded funny. You must be a good person. I understand why Shinji's trying to have you on his side. Ryder smiles a bit and returns to the house after saying so. I descend the hill and return to the intersection. Also, I have a fortune cookie that's going to be crunchy. I'm sorry in advance. If I head up to the residential district on the other side, I'll be heading home, but... There's a master of Ryudo temple, huh?
Do you need to go to the temple?
An hour's walk to the mountain. Taking the mountainside road, one can reach the mountain gate that leads to Ryudo temple. The Ryoto Temple is this large temple up on the mountain. It's as big as our school. Its cemetery is large, but more than that, it's a small world made up of 50 practicing monks. The people of the town are helped by the people of Ryoto Temple, but they also honor it as a sacred place that is not to be visited lightly. Sorry, so sorry. I'm gonna think of it. I haven't been to Ryoto Temple recently. Ever since I went there last summer to stay there as mental training. The temple's life gets really hard during the winter, so I was thinking about returning there during the winter.
Should I be Issei for you?
Go ahead.
What does he sound like again?
Nerd, I don't know, student council.
What is someone who boycotted afternoon classes doing here?
Speaking of the devil or whatever, I run into Ryoto Temple's successor, Ryoto Issei. Yo, school over already?
Of course it's over. I'm heading home since I don't have anything to do for the student council, but is something wrong? You seem to be staring at the mountain.
No, it wasn't anything wrong. I just felt like going home.
The teachers would be out of business if people just skipped classes just because they felt like it. So I'm asking why you were looking at the mountain.
Well, you say it's a small thing, but has there been anything strange going on recently?
Well, change is common, but nothing has drastically changed. The mountain is always peaceful, and peace makes up an ordinary day.
Sorry, you say I'm being serious here.
How rude. I'm serious, too. Look at his little blush. He's so cute.
It looks like it. That's good. I guess it's just over-anxiety.
Fine, if you understand, I wouldn't joke with you.
With a cough, you say it down.
But, there has been a change. But I wonder...
Huh? A change? In the temple?
Yeah, not the mountain, but the air at our temple is restless. She's apparently an acquaintance of my father, but we've taken in a bothersome guest. It's a problem because she is beautiful. Jeez, why is everyone making so much commotion over one woman?
Woman? Does Ryoto Temple have nuns?
No, this is a special circumstance, and we're letting her use a room until the wedding celebration. No, but this person is so beautiful that it even captivates me when she's getting water from the well.
What do you mean, a special circumstance? Hey, Issei, hey, are you listening to me?
Sorry, that is why women are bad. Reject lust. Be calm, Issei.
The student council president starts to recite Buddhist scripture. Hey, are you alright, Issei?
No problem. My training is insufficient, so I wish to purify myself more.
I guess he still didn't hear me as he disappears in the back of the town.
Wangles, you're gonna be timed out in the chat.
Oh yeah, pull up that bucket, baby. The sun's already setting by the time I reach my house. I'm home first, just like yesterday. Sakura and Fujine will be here soon. Tosuka should be back too. I'll talk to her about what I heard from Shinji after Sakura and Fujine get home. Go home. There's no point in talking about it when those two are here. That decided, I have to go and prepare dinner. Tosuka got me yesterday, and I have to try to put Fujine in a better mood. Cooking takes time and effort before love. If I'm to go for a sure win, I'll have to spend twice as much time.
Cooking with the Emiya family.
So, I should drink every time he just enters, starts a scene with so. After all that, what happened is...
Oh, what? I didn't lose, stupid Tosuka-san! Bully! I'm talking about the taste of the food. It's the best dinner so far according to Fujimura-sensei, so I'm saying we should share it among everyone. I think she's saying something else. Tosuka-san said she didn't want to eat the food Shiro cooked. That's only in the mornings. I eat dinner like normal, and we take turns cooking dinner. I eat dinner like normal. Okay, so it is my right to eat. If you don't like that, please take my place tomorrow. Oh, that personality that strikes precisely at my weak point. Man, I didn't think you were such a terrible student.
Fujine reluctantly turns the pot to the table. And so, the specially prepared rice returns to the table safely. Hold on, Fujine, I cooked a lot, so you don't need to hurry. I made enough for everyone. Munch munch.
That's right. But Senpai, isn't this a bit too much?
Munch munch.
Yes, two casks for 4 people is obviously too much. Oh wait, that's you now.
I think that was Saber.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Am I doing Saber during dinner scenes? Okay.
Did you munch?
It's not a cask, it's a pot, and it's fine. The rice is today's main dish, so there can be lots of it. If there's any left over, I'll make some rice balls. It'll be lunch for tomorrow. Munch munch.
Oh, can I have some too? I usually don't like fried rice, but this is exceptional. There are lots of things in it. What exactly did you use?
Who the fuck doesn't like fried rice? It's so, like, neutral. Munch munch.
It's basically rice mixed with mushrooms, right? There are lots of details, like the way it's using citrus instead of fried things for its aroma.
Munch munch.
I don't think about mushrooms in my fried rice. Fine, I'll eat it all myself then, you watch!
They did the mushrooms in the rice in the show, too, though.
Well, that's true.
Fujine must have given up taking the pot for herself, as she starts to eat really fast. She empties her bowl quickly and asks for more in no time. Fine, but it won't run out even if you take it slow, Fujine.
That's fine, I'm going to eat Shiro's food so I won't give it to some stranger!
She snatches away the bowl. I don't get it. Sakura's smiling awkwardly. Tosuka's ignoring Fujine, and Saber's eating her food. I put in a lot of effort to make this, but it might have had the opposite of the desired effect. Dinner that was supposed to have Tosuka admit defeat ends loudly because of Fujine's strange actions.
Then see you, Senpai.
Yeah, Fujine, please take Sakura home safely.
Yeah, I know, don't worry.
Stepping lightly, Fujine holds Sakura's hand.
What, Shiro, you look like you're wondering about something.
Of course I'm wondering. Usually people can't move after eating that much.
Really? It was tough, but it's fine once you swallow it.
So you should realize the problem is that there's no limit to that, Tiger.
I love how you got mad at me about gay bulk, but not that.
I was saying we can't laugh just every time they use the words gay bulk. It's too easy. Just as one would expect from a wild tiger. If possible, I don't want it accidentally trespassing into human society. See you tomorrow. Don't stay up late, you two.
Yes, good night. Oh. Yes, good night, Senpai.
They really baited you.
She moved! Yeah, night, Shiro.
I see the two off and return to the living room. I said I had to talk to them after dinner, so Tosuka and Saber waiting in the living room with serious expression.
Thanks. So, what is it that you want to talk about?
About the other masters, there's something I want to tell you guys. Saber raises her brows a bit. As a servant, she must prefer battles where she uses her sword in these peaceful days. But her wound shouldn't have healed yet. The wound on her chest made by Lancer's noble phantasm isn't something even Saber can heal quickly. Thinking about that makes me hesitate telling him about Shinji. I feel the same way as Shinji. I want to avoid starting fights, and I think the girl in front of me swinging the sword is a disparate image.
Shiro, you have something to oh, which one is it?
Could be either.
I think Tosuka usually says Emiya-kun.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Shiro, you have something to tell us?
Yeah, right. To put it simply, I went and met with Ryder's master today.
NANI?!
Yeah.
What? Ryder's master? When did this happen? Oh. Ridiculous! Meeting with another master by yourself? What were you thinking?
Whoa, hold on, calm down. It's alright, I'm not hurt, so don't get mad.
Oh, I think this is the one on the right. Do not get mad. No, I'm not mad. I am only stunned by your actions. Oh, shit. Okay, me too. Well, it's no use arguing over what's done. So, what's going on, Shiro?
Toska and Saber glare at me with obvious anger in their eyes. Jeez. I thought they would say something about me being thoughtless, but I didn't think they would get this mad. I met him this afternoon. I only went because he wanted to talk to me. It's not like we fought. I can tell.
I can tell by looking. So, what kind of guy was Ryder's master?
What kind of guy? Well, it's Shinji. He called out to me when I was searching for the boundary field. He said he wanted to talk to me and asked me to follow him, so I went to Mato's house.
Oh, Shinji? You mean that's Shinji?
Yeah, Ryder was obeying him. He knew about the Holy Grail War. According to him, the Mato family is a lineage magi with a history.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true, but it can't be true. The Mato family was exhausted in the last generation. No matter what they do, their children won't have a magic circuit. That's for certain.
Toska declares so. If so, Shinji and Sakura really must not have magic circuits. Yeah, Shinji said that too, but he said they still had the knowledge, something about it being taught only to Shinji, the eldest son, so Sakura didn't know about it. In short, he's a master rather like me. He said he doesn't have any magical energy, so he wouldn't be detected by your perceptions.
I see. I messed up. There certainly could be such cases. If they have grimoires remaining, he would be able to become a master. Then geez, my actions were totally obvious to him. I'm an idiot!
Toska's mumbling, reflecting on her actions. Toska's close to perfect, but I think there are a few things missing. Nope, disagree. Unfortunately, they're the most crucial ones.
Uh-oh. Oh, oh, that's me. Yeah. That was a mistake on my part. I should have kept an eye on Shinji. If I had known, I wouldn't have let him construct that boundary field.
Oh, Shinji said the boundary field of school wasn't his. He said there's another master at school.
Thanks for the bits. Yes, that's true. It's obvious that there was another master at school who we don't know about. But Shiro, don't tell me you're just trusting Shinji's word that he's not the one who constructed the boundary field.
No, I'm not that good-natured. As long as Shinji goes to our school, I think there's an even chance it's his doing. The alternative being the unknown master.
Even, huh? I think you're still being a very good-natured. Well, that's fine. That good nature is just the way you are, and that must be why Shinji told you his true identity. Oh well, so what did you talk with Shinji about?
He asked me if I wanted to cooperate with him. It seems Shinji has no intention of fighting, so he seemed to want to ally with someone he knew.
Shiro, then you...
No. Isn't it natural to refuse? I've already joined up with you. Even if I were to agree, I'd have to ask you first.
Oh, yeah. That is true, but didn't you say you refused?
Yeah, like I said, I answered Shinji on my own. It wasn't something to debate. Oh, was I too hasty?
Not particularly. I think your decision was correct. Well, if you were the one asked, it's not something I can complain about.
The way she mumbles so isn't like Toska at all. That was it from Shinji. From what I saw, Ryder isn't a strong servant. Even putting Berserker outside the picture, I don't think she had the same presence as Lancer. And Ryder herself was more normal than I expected.
If you think so, it must be true. But a servant's true power is determined by their noble phantasm. Please do not underestimate her until we find out Ryder's true identity.
Yeah, I couldn't tell at all which heroine she was. See, Lancer and Berserker feel like heroes, right? But Ryder didn't have that feeling. I feel like she was different from a normal servant.
Different from a normal servant? I do not understand. Rin, can you explain Shiro's strange feeling? Huh? Yeah, I think I understand. Well, it's because the master influences which heroic spirit is summoned as the servant. The master and servant end up being similar people. So if the master is a noble person, a heroic spirit similar to them will be summoned. And if a person with a huge scar in their mind summons a heroic spirit with a scar in their mind appears as well. The strange feeling Shiro had towards Ryder must be that. A master with a crooked mind sometimes summons vengeful ghosts almost like heroic spirits instead of a hero.
Vengeful ghost, almost like heroic spirits. Could that be what you were talking about before?
Yes, a mass murderer that loves the sight of blood and thinks nothing of killing people. Actually, there are heroes with only maskers to their legend, so it's not strange for something like that to become a servant.
Is that so? Certainly I could only smell blood on Ryder, but she didn't seem like a bloodthirsty killer. Well, that's all there is to say about Ryder. There's one more thing, but it might be the most important. According to Ryder, there seems to be another master at the Realta Temple. I guess this master is collecting magical energy from everyone in this town. What do you two make of this?
Realta Temple? You mean that temple at the top of the mountain?
Yeah, what does it mean? Does it mean something to you, Tosuka?
Of course not. It's just the opposite. I've never been to the Realta Temple. Realta Temple. I don't know what kind of master this person is, but normally you wouldn't choose to position yourself in such a remote place.
Right. I was also surprised when I heard the masters at Realta Temple. Even though it won't draw people's attention, there are many monks living there. If they act strangely, I think there'd be a quick uproar.
I can't quite trust that story. Even if it was the case, the Realta Temple is on the outskirts of the suburbs, right? To reach out to Miami City and Shinto is more like a waste of magical energy than a great magic. Such large-scale magic is impossible, even with the magical energy collected from it.
Then Tosuka starts to think with a troubled face. I'm relying on Tosuka's opinions. There's nothing I can do until she talks again.
No, that story is very plausible. If one takes that temple, such magic would be naturally possible.
Saber, by that temple? You know Realta Temple? I haven't taken you there yet.
Did you forget, Shiro? I have participated in the Holy Grail War previously as well. I am well informed about the city, and I know that the temple is a fallen ley line. Fallen ley line? Hold on, that's what my house is! Why are there two... Whoa... Foci of ley lines in one area?
Just plural of focus.
Oh... I do not know, but that temple is a place Magi can call sacred. I hear it is where the life of the region flows to, so it would be a perfect base to collect souls from. A magus need only to intervene in the natural flow to collect life forces from the whole city. I've never heard of that. But if that's the case, then it would certainly be possible for someone to steal life forces from all the people in this city.
In other words, it's just an area that's spiritually superior, right? That's only natural. You don't build a temple anywhere else.
Oh, of course! You don't need to tell me that!
I thought so. Temples and shrines have been built in sacred places to protect the town since ancient times. It's not that the monks pray to grant happiness. They remove evil by sealing the ill omen. On that basis, it's only natural that the mountain Realta temples on would be a special place. Hey, I don't want to consider this, but did you think that Realta Temple was just for show?
Yeah, I did. Is there something wrong with that? Until now, I thought that temple was just for show because it didn't have any practicing healers.
Practicing healers? What is that?
People who let ghosts go to heaven without using chants, faith, or prayers. Enlightened people try to do so with just Buddhist powers, but monks without enough training haven't reached that level yet. So they add their own power to create spells like ours. There's some kind of organization of those kinds of people in this country, but they're incompatible with the Magic Association, so I don't know too much about them.
Tsukihime content?
No, more importantly, the temple. If that temple is a ley line, Master should try to take it immediately. That's strange. Why are others ignoring that place?
Because the Ryudo Temple's there, right? They keep watch so it doesn't get misused.
The monks at the Ryudo Temple are all pure monks in training. They aren't like us, so it'd be easy for a master to control them. No, Rin, that is wrong. It would certainly be easy for a master to gain control of that temple, but that mountain has a boundary field that is inconvenient for masters. A boundary field that's inconvenient for us? Yes, there's a spell on that mountain that tries to eliminate anything other than natural spirits. It has no effect on normal humans, but it is a dreadful place for us servants. Eliminates anything other than natural spirits? Then that means servants can't enter the mountain! It is possible, but our abilities would degrade. It is much like receiving a command spell telling us not to go near that place. Then how is the... I can't figure out if this is us just talking and you're just standing there watching. Then how is the master at the Ryudo Temple maintaining its servant? There is no boundary field once you enter the temple. I hear that the boundary field was originally a border to protect the temple. The boundary field is only something that rejects people from outside, so it has no other powers. Then if we make it inside, there's nothing that affects the servant? But that's strange. If you close the temple off like that, the ley line itself would stop. You would have to at least keep one way open, or it couldn't be the center of the ley line, right? Yes, if you think in terms of the temple, it cannot refuse those visiting through the proper entrance. It may be following on this idea, but I heard that the road leading to the temple does not have the boundary field. At that temple, only the main gate does not have the power to command us servants. I see. That must be it. If you close off all the gates, the air inside will stagnate. Only the main gate, huh? That is all that I can tell you, so please come up with a plan. We have proven that there is a master, so I believe there is only one action to take.
I know what Saber wants to say. Her eyes tell me that since the location of the enemy is known, all that's left is to attack. But
I'm going to pass on this. It seems like a trap, and honestly, I can't take any action with this little information. If you're going to go to their home ground, you should at least wait until you find out what kind of servant they have. That is unexpected. I thought that you would go and fight. Go ahead and insult me. Archer isn't fully healed yet, so I'll remain a spectator for a while. I understand. Then Shiro, let us go to the temple by ourselves.
Saber says this as if it is the natural thing to do. But that's...
Ooh.
Oh, that's a big one. This one was like, this is actually a big decision.
Okay. Fight or no fight? Since it's... Oh, man.
Saber definitely wants to. Rin's not coming.
I think it's worth it to keep Saber happy.
I want to let you make this decision.
Right. Okay. So here, I'll walk you through my mindset, right?
Okay.
Because I think that there's a part of me that would like to play it safe because I don't know shit. And if Shinji's sending me to the temple or telling me about the temple, and we've already talked to Ryder, and Ryder's like, bro, you gotta be careful. Like, obviously it's spooky. So, like, there's a part of me that wants to go and, like, check it out. Because I feel like if we don't fight, then Saber's just gonna be big mad.
True.
Okay.
Saber definitely wants to go. We know that there is some sort of threat at the temple, or Shinji and Ryder are both lying to us, but it makes sense. We've kind of determined there's a threat. We don't know what kind of servant it is, and we know that the temple is bad for servants.
I wonder if I click don't fight, if I can actually convince Saber that we shouldn't do it. Okay, so my current problem is that Shiro has this philosophy of saying, I only want to fight if I have to, right? But I also feel like if I puss out, that Saber's gonna beat my ass.
Okay.
So I feel like I want to hit the fight button.
You can. It is a button.
But also I feel like that I shouldn't hit the fight button because Shiro's whole thing is not fighting unless he gets attacked. Which is why we're teaming up with Rin, right?
Yeah, there's a few reasons I think we're kind of teaming up with Rin. But yeah, Shiro doesn't want to hurt people because he's a good boy.
Because he is a good boy. In which case, I feel like I'm supposed to hit the don't fight button. But I also don't want Saber to hate me. But
I think I know which is the correct decision here, so I don't.
And I feel like if I hit the fight button, that maybe Rin will come with me.
I wish Rin would come.
I'm gonna hit the fight button.
All right, fight it is. I'll attack. If there's a master of the Ryudo Temple and they're sucking magical energy out of people, then I should stop it as quickly as possible. Well, that's kind of true, right? Shiro's thing is he doesn't want to let the masters who hurt innocent people just keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Saber. I don't want to be the attacker, but it depends on the enemy. We should go to Ryudo Temple right away to see what kind of a master this person is.
Then let us go, Shiro. I am glad you are being proactive. I see. If that's your decision, there's nothing for me to say. Just be careful. Tosaka? Oh. Wait, she calls her Rin. That's you.
Oh. I'm going to Tosca?
Yeah, there we go. I'm going to rest.
There.
I'm not interested in a fight. We've no chance of winning. If you don't come back tomorrow, I'll go and collect your remains since we're cooperating.
What's with her saying such ominous things?
That must be Rin's way of warning us. There will be defenses against outside enemies at Realta Temple. We will have to pass through enemy traps and beat the master.
Well, that's true, but... It's true that I'm not enthusiastic about beating this master. I only want to know who the master of Realta Temple is and what their motives are. Battle might be avoidable, and we'll retreat if things get dangerous. That's right. I won't let her look like that again. If I judge that's dangerous, we'll just retreat immediately.
This seems in line with the answer I wanted.
Yeah, I feel it's on brand. The clouds are moving fast. There's a strong wind way up in the sky.
Master, it is almost midnight.
Yeah, the town's fallen asleep. It's a good time to head out. I nod, picking up my Shinai bag. Inside is a wooden sword I found in the shed. It's not promising equipment for fighting as a servant, but it should withstand at least one blow if strengthened successfully. Saber, we're just going to Realta Temple to check things out. It's enough we can find out what kind of person the master is and which class of servant it has. There's no need to start a fight ourselves.
I understand, but if the enemy desires a battle, and if I judge that you are in danger, that will not be the case. As long as we are proceeding into enemy territory, I want you to be prepared for the death on either side.
Death on one side. The scale of fates divided between the master of the Realta Temple and us, the intruders. The scale is balanced now, but it might tilt towards one side or the other in a few hours. We go west from the intersection, run through the empty road. Realta Temple is in the opposite direction from the developed Shinto, at the end of the winding mountain path. Oh, very familiar setting.
Mm-hmm.
A long set of stairs. The road leading up to the remarkably tall mountain Fuyuki City is engulfed in ominous darkness. There's an important character here that neither of us have on our list.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Okay.
Wait, what's his name? Is it Assassin?
Spoil it. Well, yeah.
Wow, we forgot Assassin? We suck.
I think I brought it up as a minor character. But, it's probably Saber versus Assassin. Well,
You can be Assassin.
okay. Sorry for the spoilers, Wangles. Saber, can you feel the presence of the servant?
Poor Wangles getting called Wangles instead of Wangles. Our one fan.
The one person who actually watches this, and we just insult his name.
Yes, I cannot perceive it precisely, but I can certainly feel the servant's presence.
It may be the effect of the boundary field in Realta Temple, but it seems Saber's perceptive abilities have deteriorated.
This is not a good wind. Shiro, please do not leave my side even for a moment.
I answer with a nod and start up the stone steps. The air is tense. The forest submerged in the black of night is trembling with sounds. With every step, a bad premonition settles into my back. The temple gates can be seen now. Nothing has happened yet. There's no sign of the enemy, and the temple gates are open as if inviting us in.
Shiro, please stop.
An enemy, Saber?
Yes, but it is not a servant. The presence is too weak. It probably is a familiar for surveillance. We can ignore it, but...
There must be something wrong about it. Saber makes a troubled expression and glares at the temple gates a few steps away. Saber, is something wrong?
I do not know. I cannot tell if this chill is because of the familiar or if it is the presence of the one protecting this temple gate. There was some kind of a watcher at the gate, but it seems to be absent now. I do not want to admit it, but I consider that fact fortunate. It would be good not to confront the one protecting this gate.
There's a watcher here, but it's not here now.
Yes, they already know we are here. There are 2 reasons the watcher would depart in spite of that. Which do you think it is, Shiro?
To hide from us or to let us inside so we won't be able to get away. Either way, there'll be no more progress unless we go in. I definitely think it's a trap, Saber. Can you tell what's going on inside from here?
No, I can only determine that there is some sign of a servant in there.
I see. I guess we don't know anything until we go inside. Saber nods.
Let's go. No matter what they do to us, nothing will happen until we see their faces.
I approach the temple gate with Saber.
God, we're so dead, aren't we?
For a moment, the moon is covered by clouds. I mean, maybe. My vision is engulfed in darkness. Huh? In it, I think I see a beautiful snake within the trees. Hold on, Saber. I stop Saber, who's trying to go through the temple gate.
Shiro?
Her golden hair turns around. But that's...
Enforced transference? Impossible. Transference magic in this age? I see. Caster!
Saber's figure's distorted. What kind of magic is this? Saber's distorted like a mirage and like that. This is bad. Pull back, Saber. Your body's fading away.
No, Shiro, it is you that is being transported. Please take my hand quickly.
Huh? Transportation?
Shiro, please give me your hand. You will be pulled.
Saber charges forward to grab my hand. At that moment, the figure of a servant knocks her away from the side. You have let your guard down, Saber. Your powerful magic resistance was harmful. If you weren't so powerful, you would have been able to protect him.
What? A servant?
Silver armor and black cloth collide. Saber and Ryder. The two confront each other on top of the stone paving and... What? Saber! Saber! My existence is pulled out of the 3rd dimension, goes through many dimensions, is dropped back into my original dimension. Ah! Yeah. The blood in my body runs backwards. For an instant, my organs go inside out, and the sickness is as if I'm another living thing.
God, who could this be?
This is Caster.
Oh, what does Caster sound like?
Witch lady.
Oh. Oh, God. I'm gonna end up sounding like an old lady. If I was a hot witch lady, what would I sound like? Here, hold on. Let me mute real quick while I just,
That's such a move.
before I just embarrass myself.
I can't imagine doing a Caster voice that sounds like one of the harder ones.
I did some workshopping and it was terrible. No, I muted so you guys couldn't hear me embarrass myself. I was trying to figure it out. I tried like 4 options and it's not good. I can't do hot, sexy witch. We can do an ASMR witch. Oh no. It's because I can't pitch my voice higher without suddenly sounding like an old lady. Or going so soft that I'm basically Sakura. And I can't go down because those are my dude voices.
We can always adjust the thing. If you think caster's like an unreachable voice for your range, I can like try my best.
You want to be. It's not that I don't think that I can be caster. It's just trying to figure out how to be caster so that she sounds different from the other 6 female voices I do.
Yeah, we can always adjust things too. Like if you want to have less voices. Shiro talks a lot, but there's a lot of characters you're voicing also. It's not like Rin just doesn't talk.
That's true. It's more of like Saber, Rin, Sakura, and then who else was I doing? Oh, then I ended up picking up Shinji, the other boy, Fujine. Do you want to be caster?
Let me mute. Hold on.
I love that this is the solution, is to be like, oh, I tried to hook a dragon, but I only caught a small fish in my net. You're like, I could not do that.
I think I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I tried to hook a dragon, but I only got a small fish in my net.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
I turn to face the presence behind me.
I have to change our graphic.
There's no time to check who it is. I swing my wooden sword, still in the bag behind me.
Tilde.
Yeah. Oh. I'm blown away. I'm struck on the right side of my chest and I fall to the water.
Well, blood splatter.
The water surface has dyed red. My body, the right side of my chest is gone, as if engulfed by a huge electrical fan. Stupid boy, to come to my temple with such rubbish magic resistance. It seems Saber too was unfortunate with her master. The purple robe sneers. I feel dizzy. I have to stand up quickly and take Saber's hand, but I feel dizzy, and my body... Are you worried about Saber? Don't worry, I'll take her. I need her noble phantasm to be berserker. You will die here, but she will continue her life as my slave. Ah! I can't find strength anywhere. Blood. There's no blood left in my body, and I can't keep my consciousness. Goodbye, boy. With such weak abilities, you have no value, even as a slave. But I shall use your command spells effectively. The bent dagger cuts my left arm off. In the black water, only the movement of the clouds swallowing the moon is burned into my motionless eyeballs.
I think I picked wrong.
True. Tiger Dojo is a strange hint corner. If you'd like to beat the game by yourself, or if you'd like to keep the characters' images, please be warned. Would you like to enter the Tiger Dojo?
Do I hit yes?
It is hints on what the correct choice is, but in this situation there's only 2 choices, so I don't think it's like... It's silly. Oh, does it not take you straight there? Hold on, wait. Go to like... Is it extra maybe? Does it not take you to the Tiger Dojo?
I said cancel.
Oh, did you get a choice? I didn't notice.
Yeah, because you said there really wasn't, we didn't really need to do it, so.
Oh, I was trying to say, like, there's not really a downside because you're not, like, cheating because there's only one other choice.
Oh.
What happens basically is that, like, Taiga in, like, a gi with a sword instructs you on how to play the game with her, and it's, like, comedic.
Oh.
It's not a big deal.
Wait, hold on.
We'll hit it again.
We've played for 17 hours.
It's 18. It's 17 hours and 56 minutes. That was, in fact, the incorrect choice. We did die for the first time, surprisingly. No, I feel the same way as Toska. We shouldn't go there yet.
What?
And cut my stomach out and then cut my arm off. What do you mean a minor
No,
wound?
she took your whole chest. She took the half of your... Yeah, why didn't you use your command spells, you loser?
She cut them off. She cut off my commands.
You could have used them sooner!
When my chest was emptied?
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't remember Caster's Noble Phantasm, do you?
Nope.
Okay. Well.
All of their faces are familiar, but anything else is just like, woohoo! What? Are you saying you will not fight either? No way. What was I resting my body for until now? Now we know where our enemy is. We have to attack.
I know that, but we have to wait, Saber. If the Master of Realta Temple is that careful, there'll certainly be a trap. It'd be suicidal to go there without any plans. As Tosca says, we should at least wait until Archer's healed.
Such danger is normal. I have never expected to earn victory without getting hurt. Even if the enemy traps pierce my body, I can fight as long as I do not give them my neck. It is enough if we can beat the Master, no matter what injury I bear.
What? Don't say such stupid things. It's never okay to get hurt. It's fine to go knowing the danger, but such a suicidal attack is stupid. As your master, I can't let you do something so dangerous. That's right. Going to the Realta Temple is certainly a suicide attack. There'll be some obstacle on the only road heading to the temple. It's fine to accept that and go, but heading there without any plans is suicidal. No matter how strong Saber is, she has me as a handicap. If she pushes herself and fights, and if the result is just like what happened at that time, I can't agree to that.
What are you saying? Look, Master, servants are meant to get hurt. I will not allow my master to avoid a fight in fear of that.
It doesn't matter if you don't allow it. If you're gonna push yourself, I'll stop you as many times as necessary. If you don't want that, heal yourself quickly. You're not fully healed yet, right?
It should not interfere with my fighting ability. There is no need to consider prolonging a battle due to my wound.
Saber's will to fight does not change. Jeez, why doesn't she understand? Even after I tell her this much. Okay, fine, but I can't agree that easily. You lost a Berserker before. You're gonna push yourself and fight and get both you and me defeated again? Don't kid me. I don't want to be killed that miserably ever again. So, I thought she'd argue right back, but instead she takes a breath and...
Bringing that up is unfair, Shiro.
She says as if apologizing. I'm sorry if I'm being unfair, but I won't be attacking anyone yet. I can't just ignore the Master of Realta Temple either, but we're in no condition to fight. If we fight like this and lose, who'll stop the Master of Realta Temple? Look, we'll be attacking only after your wound is healed and we're in perfect shape. If you have any complaints, go find yourself another Master.
I understand, if Master says so.
After answering a quiet voice, Saber falls silence. The conversation's over. Tosca's returned to her room, and Saber returns to her room as well. Staying alone in the living room, I really regret what I did. No, it's too late already. I could have put it another way, so why could I only convince her using words that make her look like that?
Emiya Shiro making a girl sad. Interlude? Okay.